with me, man. Good Lord, always takes some shit to come on here, man. What's poppin', people? If I know I just got in here, but if you guys can hear me, if it sounds weird, let me know because there's some people working on other apartments, so I have to put on the mic today and put on the noise cancellation. So if it sounds weird, let me know. What up, Summer Breeze? Zymatic Resonance. Oh my, excuse me. Almighty Stone, Invador Zen, Travis Bailey, Carmen Lopez. What up? Indigo 8. Man, y'all coming in fast. What up, Ayana? Ruth Thompson, DJ Sherm, Lance Ward, Yao Aqua, Demetrius Gordon, True Knowledge. What up, King Lemuel? What up, Chinzira Anubis? What up, Corey? BPRK. What's cracking? Dwayne Hicks, Tracy S, Christopher Ellis. What up, Ty James? Kevin Wise, my namesake, my name brethren. What's popping? Got you, Carmen Lopez. Mrs. B, what's cracking? What up? Excuse me. 13 or more. Lucifer Morningstar. Focus for Fam. Tyron Williams. What is that? SBD? What's that? SBD, the truth, the truth writer. Lester Ingram. Got you, True to A. Chaz McFly. Chris Live. Nadine Figueroa Bay. Christopher Banks. Golden Heart. Ron Spinks. Ken Leon. Dwayne. Unapologetics. Niji, what's cracking? Queen T, Terry Bell, got you, Travion, Christopher Ellis. What up, R Hill? So Raphasis, Raphasis, excuse me, a Twain. Did I get everybody? What is that? Carnica Lemon? I think that's what that said. Carnica Lemon. I got her. Oh, showing up. Who's the meanest? Who's the baddest? What's popping? Was that Jamar D, Brian Rich, and then Tony O'Brien? What's popping? I think I got everybody. What's cracking with y'all today, man? Yo, YouTube been tripping on my live streams. They keep flipping the camera. So hold on. They keep flipping my camera. So am I straight today? Can y'all see? Like see me straight? Because the last couple of live streams, I've been backwards. They flipped me backwards. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But man, I know you guys can't read products. You can't read things if I put it on the screen, or you can't read my shirts or stuff like that. So I don't know if that was a tactic or tool to do that, but that's what they got going on right now. How does it sound? How's the sound going? Say I'm upside down. I'm upside down. So how's the sound? The sound is good? Good? All right, word. Word up. So what's cracking today on Saturn's Day, people? Got to make this a quick one. I got to go have lunch with my moms and my pops today. Got to go see what's up with them, Don't hang out too much, so I got to see what's going on. So everybody, if you ordered a package, I didn't send it out yet. So it's going out Monday. So had a few things I had to deal with this week, so I wasn't able to get to the post office. So, but if you did order something, just know it'll be going out Monday. So appreciate you guys for doing that. And for your wait, I'm going to throw in because you didn't have the deal. There was no deal, but because you had to wait this week, I'm going to give you the full 5 cards. So if you ordered last week, I'm going to give you the 5 cards, even if you didn't get the deal, because I didn't have the deal going last week. But because you had to wait, I'm going to hook you up and give you the 5 flashcards. You were only going to get 2, but I'm going to give you 5. So Sorry about that. Like I said, I had to get get some stuff done this week. Also, if you want to order today, tomorrow, or before Monday, I go send it out. You want that deal, I'm going to hook you up with that too. So you'll get the 5 flashcards, boom, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, bam. Order that by today, tomorrow, or Monday before 11 a.m. That's when I go to the post office, 11 a.m. Monday, and you'll get the deal with the 5 flashcards. That's because I had to do some things this week. So appreciate you. And remember, go to realnagas.com, order that. You should have this already, everybody. Your melanin is the key element in the universe. If you don't understand that, you ain't gonna get your godness back. Sorry. You got to understand your melanin in order to reclaim your godness. And that's everyone. Everyone has melanin. So no matter who you are, you better, if you want to reclaim your melanin in your body, that's what's going to make you God. Bam. So right here, Great Book of Melanin Research, realnagas.com. Make sure that's how you support, because there's no Cash App or no super chat on here, but there's a Cash App. You can go to Cash App, Real Nagas, the number 9, if you want to support. You know how they doing me on the super chat, the monetary program on YouTube. They're not letting me. They want me to take down my whole channel before they let me back in. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to take down all my live streams. So this is the way you support me if you want to keep my knowledge going. So either go to realnagas.com, order the Great Book of Melanin Research, or you can hit the Cash App. That's Cash App, Real Nagas, Real Nagas, the number 9. So appreciate you guys for that. Also, way to support is to go to patreon.com/realnagas and sign up to the status class at the top level. If you able to explain the paperwork, I will give it to you for free. So just sign up for the top level. Also, you can sign up just to the status class levels, excuse me, to the police stop law class levels that we do on Saturday or Sundays. So if you just want to do the classes, the police stop law class, and learn about police stops, you can also join the Patreon and sign up for that level. You can join us on Sundays if you don't want to join the Know Your Rights Foundation. But for the rest of you want to learn the law for free, boom, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and sign up /volunteers. So knowyourrightsfoundation.org/volunteers and sign up. Boom, you get you one of these beautiful certifications. It's been beat up pretty much now because I've been using it for them months and months, but yours is going to look brand new and nice and pretty clean. So if you get one of these, boom, you take this and go back to the community. You teach your family and your friends. That's the commitment. We will teach you for free. We give you all of the energy that we have for you to learn this information, but you have to take it back out there and go and teach the people. The other thing is we want leaders up front. If you consider yourself a leader, if you're self-motivated, come on in. Come on down. Like the Price is Right. Come on down. We need you. But for people who are not motivated, we're not going to hit you up. We're not going to call you. We're not going to do all that. We're already spending enough energy just teaching you for free. So we're not going to take more energy to try to motivate you to get your ass here if you don't see the value in this already and saving your ass from the popo. If you don't see the value in that, and we have to make you see the value in that, then it ain't for you. Stay out there and get your ass whooped because Trump is coming. That dude Tom Homan and all the rest of that. That stuff is about to be in the guise of getting illegal immigrants. They're going to be smashing on everybody. Watch. This is about to go down because ICE has jurisdiction 100 miles from the border. Most cities in America are 100 miles from the border. So that means they're going to be able to smash on most of the cities in America. So if you want to learn how to assert your rights and not get swept up by the Trump Tom Homan train that's coming down, trying to reestablish law and order in America, better get your ass over here. knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Sign up. We're going to teach you the law for free, teach you how to get out there. You're going to be a law ninja. That's right. You're going to be a law ninja. Cats in here are off the chain with it. I'm telling you right now, y'all don't understand. The law is a damn, what is it? One of those ninja stars. Got the law. Come out, bring that war. Quick on the draw like a ninja star. Boom. KnowYourRightsFoundation.org. Oh, also, again, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, I forgot to tell you, you get the whole police stop law package. I forgot to show you. You get the Know Your Rights Manual, Public Official Bonds book. Whoa. Almost knocked my camera over there. And boom, you get all of this. The Constitutional Rights Card, bam, right here, and the Qualified Immunity Card and Notice. And so you get all the 3 of these. You keep this in your car. You hand it to the police officer. Say, I don't answer questions, officer. And you hand this with your license and your registration. And, there's a very good chance. I'm not going to say you're going to for sure, but it's a very good chance you're going to get off with a warning if you hand them some of these. Very good chance. Not an absolute, but it's a very good chance because your karma is also involved when you do things, just so you know. Your karma is involved. Your karma plays a part in the outcomes of situations. So if you got good karma, if your karma's pretty good, boom, bam, this is going to help you out. So again, you get all of this plus the 5 decks of flashcards if you order today, tomorrow, or Monday by 11 a.m. All right. Oh, real quick, and the homie Timmy Tight Top, please go help him out. Go support with the weed juice. It's off the chain. The juice is off the chain. It's the ABC cleanser, apple, collard greens, celery, and cucumber, and beets. I don't like beets too much, but I'll take them because they're a good cleanser. But if you're one of the people that like beets, more power to you. But hey, this will cleanse you right here. And then you got this is the only 2 juices I got left, Timmy Tight Top. You better bring some juices through, brother. I'm just saying. This is the Mango Mania right here. This is the mango, orange, banana, and pineapple right here. This is off the chain. This is one of those sweet drinks that you taste like dessert. So make sure you hook the brother up. Support the brother, the homie Timmy Tight Top at 323-776-2587. Again, 323-776-2587. You saw it on Real Nagas, and the code is 5 off juice, and he will hook you up. So those juices are off the chain, organic, and man, if you're into weight loss, if you need a weight loss program, if you're doing a cleanse, if you're doing brother Yaki Awakening, a lot of people who are on his cleanse call Timmy Tight Top for juices when they're on his cleanse. So if you're doing that, make sure you hook yourself up, and get those juices. All right, everybody. And make sure you sign up to all the alternative channels I have. The links are in the description. Just in case anything happens, not speaking it up, but just in case. What up, Roger Roche? All right, y'all ready to get into it? Because, like I said, I got a lunch date with my moms and pops. Got to do a quick in and out. Bow. All right. That's the only time I do quick in and out. So starting off, Doge is going crazy. The DOGE, Doge is going crazy. If you haven't bought some Dogecoin, I'm just saying what I would do. I'm just saying what I would do. I would go buy some Dogecoin because Doge is becoming pretty famous. And when they revamp the government, when they finish revamping the government and doing all, they're going to be the most famous. He's going to be the most famous department in the government. And so that coin, Dogecoin. So right now, it's at its, because it's at when Trump was elected, it was at 14 cents. I think it's at 25 cents right now. So it went up from 14 cents to 20. It actually went up from 14 cents to like 50 something cents after Trump got elected, but then it went back down because Doge started getting some bad publicity. But now that Doge is cleaning up all these departments, its stock's starting to rise again, and people starting to get view it favorably. So I would suggest because he's going to clean up all of this shit. So you might as well go buy some. I would do it. That's what I'm saying. Let me just tell you what I did. Let's just say that. No financial advice. I went and bought some Dogecoin. Let's say that. So, but Doge is doing damage. With the Democrats, they are going crazy. They are doing crazy. They're doing everything worse than they would be doing, even if they were in power. So the Democrats are acting like a scared animal fighting for their life. So Doge found $59 million that was supposed to go to the illegal immigrants. Right? Remember, what was her name? Corinne Jean-Pierre or whatever? Oh, I guess it's kind of getting hot here. What's her name? Corinne Jean-Pierre. Remember her? I think it was Corinne Jean-Pierre. And hold on. Let's turn this fan down. So she said when they asked her, remember when the hurricane hit and they asked her, they came out that they were using FEMA money for illegal immigrants. And she said, no, there's no such program. There's nothing like that that's happened. That cannot be proven, blah, 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 all this and that. Remember, FEMA is not being used for illegal immigrants. This is what she said. But then Doge, the second week, Doge goes in, they find that they spent $59 million to pay for illegal immigrants to live in the luxury hotels in New York. Excuse me. So this is some crazy shit. Though what happened was they found out about it. The money went to the hotel even after Trump said don't do it. He suspended the he put a freeze on the funding. Whoever was in charge of FEMA, there was like these four ladies, these four Democratic woke feminist ladies. They was in charge of FEMA. They sent the money anyway, right? They said, fuck it, we're going to send the money anyway. And they got fired, right? So immediately they got fired. I mean, first of all, this is crazy. You risk your job to send that money to illegal immigrants when that's Americans' money. That was just dumb. But so when they found out that the money went over there and it got in the bank account, Trump and them snatched the money back out of the bank account. So the money went to the bank account. They saw $60 million in the bank account. And then Trump and them said, hell no, bitch. And snatched that shit back. And they was like, they went to the bank account. It was so crazy that they had transferred. So the money got deposited into the account. They had transferred the money into the state account, right? So when Trump had pulled the money out of the account, they were overdrawn $59 million or something like that. They were overdrawn like $58 million or some shit like that. They had an overdraft. They had an overdraft by $58 million because they snatched the money back. So shout out to Doge and Trump for doing that, because they was lying their asses off. Now, again, FEMA funds are supposed to be for South Carolina people. The FEMA fire, they got $750 in South Carolina. They got, or North Carolina, not South Carolina, but North Carolina. They got $750. Then California, they still ain't got no money. Now, does California deserve money? I mean, they're the ones who, California, their problems are basically self-inflicted. Yo, appreciate you. Ayan, appreciate you. I see you the 333s. Thank you for the cash app, bro. So no money for California, no money for North Carolina, no money for Lahaina, Hawaii, that burnt down. No money for none of that shit. $59 million though. This time. That's just this time. To house illegal immigrants in luxury hotels. That's fucking insane. So, and then it says the money was sent even though Trump signed the executive order. And so when they called him, yo, appreciate you, K. Deborah Limit. Thank you for the 8s. I see you on the 8s. Appreciate you for the cash app in the 8s. Appreciate that. So that was the first thing that went off this week. That happened like Monday, right? So then Doge found, I was talking about this last week, Doge found that the Ukraine has been selling half of their weapons that they've been getting. So, America has given Ukraine $177 billion. That $102 billion was snatched off the top of that. So Zelensky was like, I forgot to say this last week. So Zelensky said he don't know where 102 billion of the 177 billion that he got. He said it was raked off the top before he even got it. So he's like, I don't know what y'all talking about, where the money is, this $177 billion. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I didn't get none of that money. We got 75 billion. So who got the other 102 billion, y'all? Off the top. Somebody scraped 102 billion off the top. So Doge found out that happened, and then of the weapons, some of that is also in weapons. So the weapons that they had been getting, Ukraine is selling the weapons to the Mexican cartels. So the drug cartels in the Mexican and the cartels and the Colombian cartels over, down south. Zelensky is selling them the damn weapons that America is giving to them to fight Putin. This shit, you can't make this shit up. This shit is crazy, and they still want more of your money. Give us more money, more money, more money, more money. They're like Cookie Monster. Cookie. Like, nigga, these niggas are the Cookie Monster with your money. What the fuck, man? Sold half the weapons to the drug cartel. The drug cartel that Trump just declared to be a terrorist group. That they're gonna basically, that means that you can commit war against somebody who you deem as a terrorist, right? So they thinking they're gonna have the upper hand with the weapons. The cartels are gonna have the same damn weapons that the Americans have. This is some funny shit, man. It's some bullshit, really. So shout out to Doge again for that. So again, the FEMA, then Zelensky. Then on Thursday, they walked into the IRS building. The little young cats that they tripping on, the little, what's it call them? They call them big balls or whatever. They tripping on a little nigga, they call the name Big Balls. Then Elon changed his name on Twitter to Harry Balls. But this nigga's having so much fun with this shit. Elon's the biggest Trump. Him, 50 Cent. The biggest trolls are like Elon, 50 Cent, and Trump. They like the biggest trolls on the internet. But so apparently though, Mr. Big Balls, that motherfucker, he's a hell of a algorithm programmer. And he went in there and they found all this shit with basically what they found was that the IRS, or not the IRS, but the US government has spent $22 billion last year on illegal immigrants to buy houses, to buy cars, to buy clothes, to pay for businesses. They did all of this, $22 billion that they gave the illegal immigrants. Where's the money for you? 22 billion. That's insane. 22 goddamn billion dollars. So now Doge is like, all right, they're about to go after all the politicians who make $200,000 a year and are worth over $10 million. They have exorbitant amounts of wealth, but you only make $200,000 a year. So they're like, how the hell? Like, I'll give you an example. David Williams, appreciate you. Thank you for the CashApp, brother. Appreciate you. So they're like I'll give you an example. What's her name? Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren, she makes $200,000 a year, but she's worth $12 million or $18 million. One of those two. I think it's 12 million. No, 18 million. So they said they were chasing her down the other day. Elizabeth Warren, how are you worth $18 million when you only make $200,000? She was running. She was Saquon Barkley in this bitch. Did y'all see her? She was trying to get away from that damn reporter, nigga. She was ducking, spin moves. Like, damn, I thought Saquon Barkley was last week. Like, is that Saquon? No, that's Elizabeth Saquon Warren. Elizabeth Pocahontas Saquon Warren. Go, girl. Goddamn, girl, you got some hops. She was getting away from that damn reporter. Miss Warren, Miss Warren. That nigga was chasing her down. How are you worth $18 million? So Elizabeth Warren, Chuck Schumer, yo, Shaniqua Dawson, appreciate you. Thank you for the CashApp. She said, flex those guns. You funny, girl. Appreciate you. But Chuck Schumer, he make $200,000 a year. He's worth $80 million. How is Chuck Schumer worth $80 million? Making $200,000 a year. That nigga's a hell of a financial. He has a hell of a financial person. Nancy Pelosi, $200,000 a year. $250 million she worth. So Doge is about to go after all of those people. Mitch McConnell. Yep. Mitch McConnell's ass. You making $200,000 a year. How you worth 30-something million, Mitch? Bitch McConnell. So Doge is about to come. He about to put the microscope in their ass. This is the worst thing that ever happened to them. Elon or Trump, the dude they hate, the one of the biggest alphas they ever had as far as in politics, don't give a shit. One of the biggest I don't give a shit personalities of all time, linked up with probably the smartest dude in business. The richest man in the world and the smartest dude in business and tech. They linked in, you link both of them cats up. I don't give a fuck, nigga. With the and Elon is also I don't give a fuck, nigga. Too. So you link both of them motherfuckers up. Oh, that's a wrap for y'all. That is a motherfucking wrap. Because some other things that Doge found that your money went on was hamster fight clubs. Hamster fight clubs. Now, I've never seen the movie Fight Club. I've seen clips. But come on, man. Are you telling me in this corner, weighing in about 45 ounces with big giant ears and the biggest nose you've ever seen? Like, and in this corner, like, what are we doing? Hamster Fight Club. Fight Club. That means there's more hamsters waiting to fight in the background. Ain't it a fight club? There's more hamsters waiting to fight. Like, hurry up, nigga. Let me get my shit in, nigga. Hurry up, guys. Like hamster fight club. Cocaine puppies. Cocaine puppies. That's what your shit went on. Cocaine. Oops, hold on. Cocaine puppies. Another thing, yeah, they gave puppies cocaine to see how puppies would react on cocaine. Now, man, I'm a libertarian. You know, I mean, you live, you know, let live and let live. You do you. Leave me the fuck alone. And then I'll leave you the fuck alone. The two things you don't want to mess with around me is children. Actually, the four things, or women. Women, children, babies, and dogs. Don't fuck those four things. They're sacred to me. Don't mess with them. Don't let me see you harm anyone. One of those in my vicinity, I will rip you to pieces. And they giving cocaine dogs puppies, or puppies cocaine. The other thing they were doing, they gave, hold on, where is it? They put turtles on treadmills. They put turtles on treadmill. It's the Turtle Olympics. We got the Turtle Olympics. We got the Olympics. The Olympic Games. What the fuck is the turtle gonna do running on a goddamn treadmill? And that experiment cost like a few $1 million. That experiment was like a few $1 million. You can go to the pet store and go to the gym and put a turtle on a treadmill for free or whatever it costs you for a gym membership. But they got a couple million. They got a couple million. 3 million went to a Palestinian rapper. This nigga was like, yeah, I'm Palestinian. I got a flow about how the Khazarians have killed my people. So I need 3 million to produce a track. 3 million? You need $3 million to produce a track on how Khazarian to bomb your damn town? Nigga. $3 million. And hey, it's on YouTube. The song is on YouTube. Go punch it in. Palestinian rapper that got the money. Punch it in. It ain't that bad. I'm gonna say it ain't that bad. But it ain't $3 million good. It damn sure ain't no $3 million good. Nigga, you robbed America for that shit. Guess who else got $3 million? Yeezy. Your boy Yeezy got 3 million. His company, anyway. Yeezy's company got 3 mil. Yeezy making money, boy. You can talk that shit about Yeezy all day, but his company got 3 million of your dollars. Does Kanye West need $3 million of your money? Hell no. He don't need 3. Isn't he a billionaire? Didn't he reach billionaire again? I thought he reached billionaire status again. Then 20 billion went on sci-fi theater pet experiments. So like one on cocaine dogs, but they put human fetal tissue in animals. They were splicing a pig with they spliced a pig with a goat or a rabbit. You ever see the Isle of Dr. Moreau? Any of y'all ever see the Isle of Dr. Moreau? That's what they was doing. 20 billion. Sorry, not million. 20 with a B. 20 billion went to Dr. Moreau, the island of Dr. Moreau sci-fi experiments. That's crazy. Then, like I told you, another 22 billion from the HHS, which shout out to RFK. RFK just got confirmed. Oh shit. You crack scene companies, bitches. You crack scene bitches. It's on and popping now, bitch. Crack scene companies is running scared as hell right now. Sorry, bitches. Oh yeah. So the money that I told you for the car, so the $22 billion, that came from HHS, Health and Human Services. And they spent it on cars, homes, businesses, and Jordans. They bought these niggas Jordans. Jordans with your money. With your goddamn money. That's insane. $20 billion on Dr. Moreau pet experiments. Oh, check this out. Said only the best. Please, you better buy some Kobe's in, boy. Hodges, you better recognize, boy, you better buy some Kobe's. They spent the money on the wrong goddamn thing. Now, if it was Kobe's, I'd be like, goddamn, I understand. That wasn't enough. Ain't enough. You need more money. If it was Kobe's, you need to give him more money. But for some Jordans, the hell out of here. The hell out of here. Fuck Jordan. But no money for you. Like the soup Nazi. No soup for you, no money for you. So that's crazy. Now you don't get no homes. I mean, they bought them houses, y'all. That's crazy. So, this is the other crazy thing that they spent on. They spent their money on. Now, I don't know how you get in line for this job, but I'm signing up. I got to figure out how to apply for this job. One guy got $1 million. $1 million. Guess what this nigga got $1 million to do? I mean, goddamn, I need to sign up for this. He got $1 million to watch the mailroom. That's it. He got $1 million not to do the mailing shit. He wasn't doing that. He was just the manager, watcher, whatever it is, of the mailroom. He got $1 million. They showed the mailroom on Fox. They showed the mailroom. $1 million got what? This is crazy. And the Democrats, the Demo bitches, they done went crazy this week. They done held 18 million press conferences and rallies and shit. Elon's the devil. He's looking in an unelected. He's not elected. An unelected billionaire is looking into your information. He's looking at your social security. He's looking at your numbers, your phone numbers, your health records. He's looking at. First of all, he can't look at your health records. That's that's HIPAA. That's controlled by HIPAA. So he can only look at something that the feds are. Hold on, guys. Somebody at my damn door. What the hell you doing?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, it's plumber. I'm gonna check it out your stove.
My stove?
Yeah, I installed the gas shut-off in the gas meter, so I shut up the main and then I turn it off. Turn it on. So I check it out. It's working on it.
Man, I'm on the thing right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I'm talking. I'm on live right now. I'm broadcasting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, the gas stove. It's on.
Let me see. Hold on, everybody. Yeah, the gas is on. Yeah.
Okay. You have any other gas using?
No.
No. Heater?
No.
Okay. By the way, you have the long lighter?
No, I don't have that
You
lighter.
don't have
No, sorry.
Thank you.
Apparently, they're working on the gas lines in the house. So, yeah. I want to know that. Let me know if the gas is jacked up. So he was just making sure the gas was up. The gas was all right. So back to what we're talking about. So the Democrats tripping out this week. That's what we are. So the Democrats, if you saw it this week, the Democrats is tripping out about an audit. They're tripping out about the government, or not the government, but Elon, and it is kind of the government because he's sanctioned by the government, but the government looking into the money that they're spending. You have never seen this many old people at a damn rally in your goddamn life. You have never seen, I mean, all these damn old ass politicians, they are out every single day talking about Elon is the devil and he needs to stay out of your damn business. Now, the government had your information since the beginning of time. Anybody ever heard of Echelon? Look it up. Go Google Echelon. That was one of the first surveillance systems that the government had on you. Called Echelon. Go look it up. They even did a whole report about this on ABC once. It was on ABC they showed you. Now that was the one where it's supposed to not, like when you call, when you're on the phone and you say certain catchwords, then it turns on and then it starts to record everything that you. So that was with Echelon. That was way back in the day. Now, think about if they had that way back like 30, 40 years ago. Think of where they at now. So they're talking about, they got all your information. They got all your information from this damn phone. All your information you put on this phone, they got it already. What the fuck you talking about? You on Facebook? You on Instagram? Y'all niggas on dating apps? you on every goddamn thing. What the fuck, man? They're stealing all of your information. That's all they can say. That's their argument because they can't argue against what they're finding. You can't argue that they paint that. Like, wait a minute. How you gonna argue for transgender comic books in Peru? What's your argument for that? You can't say, you can't be like, they need them. Those people need those comic books. You don't know how many trans children are over there struggling in Peru after they go to the woods, to the forest, and farm all day, cut down trees, fucking kill spiders. You don't know. And then they go back to their fucking village and they go to that goddamn hut and they just struggle with their trans. Like, you don't know. And then they have this little comic book that they take to their little tent. They take it in there and they put it under the leaf because they sleep on leaves. They put it under the leaf. And then and when the chief comes in, he checks on them. And then they have to hide it because, you know, they can't tell what their true selves are. Like, motherfucker, I'll beat your goddamn ass if you try to tell me that we need to spend all our money on some trans goddamn comic books because these little kids is hiding in their village. They just trans kids hiding in their village hut in the middle of the night reading trans comic books. They can't defend that shit. So what they got to say is Elon's the devil. Elon is the devil. He's the billionaire NZ, and he's trying to come and he's trying to steal all your information. Nobody elected him. Yes, they did. Everybody knew that Elon was going to do this. They didn't hide the shit. They hide the shit. They didn't hide. Elon was right there on stage with Trump the whole goddamn time, or at least for the last 3 months. He was on stage talking about what he was going to do. So the fact they say nobody voted for that, that's bullshit. But they scared as shit, y'all. This could rearrange the whole government as we know it. Like when you accidentally, they could probably ruin the government. Honestly, if we're really talking accidentally, they can probably ruin the government because there's so much corruption and bullshit going on that it's automatic. It's on autopilot. This shit is on autopilot. So Doge, they said they found that it takes that only 10,000 people can retire a month. Only 10,000 people can retire a month because they have to do it by paperwork. So you have to send your paperwork in to this place. They get the paperwork. They you know, they have to file it. They send it down this goddamn tube. It goes all the way down this goddamn tube to a to some cave in the ground, some granite ass cave where they store all your paperwork. Like paperwork, they're not even on floppy disk. These niggas have paperwork that they store in a goddamn granite mine that they built in 1955 and have never upgraded the shit. Obama tried to upgrade it. They said he tried to upgrade it for $100 million and it couldn't be done. They just put more workers down there. They said the computers at the Treasury, the computers at the Treasury are still running on COBOL, the program, COBOL, COBOL, COBOL. So that program is from the early 80s. That program is from the early 80s. This is what the computers at the government are running on, COBOL. Now, why are they running the government on all this ancient shit? Why are they doing that? You know there's a reason. They haven't upgraded this shit in 50 years, 60, 70 years. Actually, 70. That's 70 years. They haven't upgraded the shit in 70 years. Why have they not upgraded the system in 70 years? It says funneling more money. Okay, yeah, funneling more money. You said COBOL was the 70s? God damn. I didn't. COBOL was the 70s? God damn. I thought it was the 80s. Okay, Columbo Moon. Taco Ball is pro land because they send money all over the world. Yeah. So if they have an updated system, how much easier is it for you to find or for everybody to audit the system if the system is upgraded? If it's all completely digital and not analog or on paper. If the system is upgraded, they can find out immediately. Yo, Transcendental, appreciate you. He said, go Doge. That's what's up. So they have to keep the system antiquated so they can keep stealing trillions of dollars. That's how they steal trillions of dollars. The shit gets funded, gets mucked up in bullshit. Did you know that they have something where this is how they keep stealing your money. So any money that the Congress allots to the government, so right, they say the power of the purse is with the Congress, right? They come up with the money, but then the executive branch, they're the ones who spend it, right? So any money that Congress comes up with, they give to Congress. And at first, the rule was, so one president, he didn't need all the money. I think it was Reagan or one of the presidents, Reagan or Clinton, or one of them cats. They didn't spend all the money that they got from Congress, and they wanted to give it back to the people. And so they was like, no, you can't do that. So after this, Congress writes a law that says you have to, all the money that Congress allots to the executive branch, all the money, they have to spend it no matter what. They have to spend it. So if the government allots, or the Congress allots $2 trillion to the government to spend or whatever, they have to spend all of that money. Just so you know, the government spends like $7 trillion a year. But they wrote it in law so that the government, the executive branch, couldn't give money back if they didn't spend all the money. So then they do something called, when they get towards the end of the term, when they want to go back and they have to allocate money again, they need to go back and try to get money from the government. They do something called throwing gold bars off the Titanic. This is what Biden called it. Biden called it throwing gold bars off the Titanic. Now, what is that? That means at the end of the term, so say they gave you a certain amount of money for 4 months. They allotted $1 trillion for 4 months. And then at the end of that 4 months, you have like, out of that $1 trillion, you have like 150 million, 200 million, whatever left. You have to spend that $200 million. So that's when they start going out and you start seeing toothbrushes cost $13,000 a toothbrush. A cup costs $10,000 a cup, and that type of shit. Because they call it throwing gold bars off the Titanic. They have to get rid of the money. Why? Because if they don't, they will get less. They're going to get less money next year. So they have to get rid of all they got that money and they just dump it. That's crazy. And so the recipients of that money, are a lot of people in Congress. But even Congress can't take all that money because that would be too suspicious. So they just allocate it. Just give money away. Just give it out. They fucking Santa Claus with the shit. You ain't getting it though. They Santa Claus with this shit and tell you they ain't got no money for anything else. So then the EPA, they gave $9 billion to the Climate United Fund. So this is more money, your money. EPA gave $9 billion to the Climate United Fund. The Climate United Fund scrubbed their website after they got the money. Like, who is the Climate United Fund? Them niggas took off. They were like, Climate United Fund. And you go to their shit, that shit says 404 error. They looking like, thanks for the $9 billion, my nigga. We out here, cuz. We just go, yeah. We out here, my nigga. Thank you, though. $9 billion to Climate United Fund, and Climate United Fund scrubbed their website so you don't know what the hell they did with the money or who the fuck they are after they got the money. And then in the new, this is the crazy one though. in the New York Times, they reported the federal government loses between 233 billion to 521 billion a year in fraud. I'm sure it's way over the 521. So at the top scale, it's $521 billion a year in fraud. On the low end, they're saying it's 233 billion. I bet you it's far beyond the the high end, 521 billion. In fraud, that means stolen money, bullshit contracts that get made for $1 million, but only $500,000 of the contract gets spent. Where the other $500,000 at? Mm-hmm. What you talking about? What? 500,000? Huh? $500,000? Woo, brother! I don't know what you're talking about, brother. My yacht, the yacht, right? Don't worry about how much that costs. Hey, brother, you getting a little too personal, brother. Don't worry about how much my yacht costs. That shit's pretty though, ain't it? That shit's off the motherfucking chain, on it. But listen, don't worry about my yacht, my nigga. Huh? You don't worry about. Hey, 500. I don't know what happened to the 500,000. It did not go to pay on my yacht, though. I promise you, it did not. Woo, girl, you off the chain. Hey. So that's what they did with your money. 500,000? I don't know what the fuck it is. It ain't on my new yacht, though. I promise you that. Then Democrats, how they gonna deal with it? How the Democrats plan to deal with this, y'all? These niggas are in an uproar. They just yelling off this rooftop. Racist, Nazi, the billionaire, unelected. They don't have their this is a constitutional crisis and blah. How is it a constitutional crisis? The Constitution gives Trump the power to do executive orders. It's not a constitution. He's not doing anything against the Constitution. He's doing everything in the Constitution he's allowed to do. Now, are the executive orders unconstitutional? That is for the court to decide. But sometimes some of these executive orders, the court is not allowed to decide on, like how the government, like how Trump and the executive branch spends the money. What they do, how they do their job. They can't tell them how to do their job. Excuse me. So again, executive branch, this is why they have separation of powers. But the legislative branch, they're trying to take over power because these are all the Obama Soros appointed judges, funded judges. So they're trying to take over power right now, or trying to stop everything this nigga's doing. But they're not talking about why they have. What's the problem? All he's doing is auditing the government. What is your problem with auditing? We don't have a problem with accountability, government accountability. We don't have a problem with that. I said this a long time ago, but what we need, this is supposed to go through government. Why not go through government? If you really want to do this the right way, go through government. Create a task force or a committee in government. And nigga, no. We ain't doing that shit. That's how you did shit the old time. You want people to go through the government so that you can sidestep, and then you can what's the term? You can monitor all the shit that you don't want to get, you don't want to come to light. They can vet it all, or what's the term I'm looking for? They can censor all the shit that they don't want to come to light. So if they create a task force to clean up the government, then these Congress people have to look at everything. They go through all of it. All these niggas, then they have to vote on this. Then they vote. Does this get through? Do we pay on this? Do we not? Do we take that back? You think all those motherfuckers are gonna start voting against all their programs? Hell no. They're going to come up with some bullshit saying, well, this program is beneficial to the people of America by going through, if we give trans comic books to the people in Peru, this really benefits America, because what it does, it teaches the Peru that America is going to give them money to be gay and trans. So if that, wait a minute, nigga, like, wait a minute, what? Say that again. Yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, this is going to teach them, America is going to teach Peru to love America through nigga. Nah. Get the fuck out of here. I'm canceling that one. Yeah, EAD. Nigga, A straight EAD. So $521 billion a year is stolen in tax money. At least that's minimum. That's what they can find right on the top. I'm sure Doge is gonna go in there and find some more shit. But the Democrats, they plan to shut down the government. They said, just wait until March, and they're gonna shut down the government for, that's when they vote for the budget, right? So the budget is every 4 months. So the budget comes up again in March, and no Democrats are going to vote to pass the budget because of what Trump is doing, all the executive orders. So Trump is going to have to get through, because they only have like a two-person lead in the House. So if those two motherfuckers, they either they refrain from voting, they abstain, not refrain, but abstain, they just back out, or they vote against anything that, against the budget, and they vote on the Republican side, that's a wrap. They're going to shut the government down, and they won't be able to fund most of this stuff that's going on. But I think Trump is gangster, and he would be like, fuck it, let's shut it down then, bitch. Let's shut it down then, bitch. You niggas ain't going to get paid, Congress people. Let's see how long you willing to go without your paychecks, Congress people, if we shut this bitch down. Let's see. But I think their payments are guaranteed. Government employees' checks are guaranteed. So that's how they plan to do it. Look out for a government shutdown in March if the Republicans they're not on one accord, if they're not on the same team, the government gonna shut down in March. And they're gonna shut it down because why? Trump is killing them. He's taking away all their money. All the money that they use to fight against, they give all these NGOs, these non-governmental organizations, to then go behind the government's back and do what the government can't do, like suppress your constitutional rights and all the rest of that type of shit. This is how they fight against you. They just create dummy corporations and then give these corporations the money, and they just go out and do it. So what happens when these corporations, these NGOs, lose all the funding, lose all their money? They can't do that bullshit no more, right? They can't do that shit. So that's a wrap. That's a wrap for them. So then, one last thing. Trump signed his executive. He just signed the executive order yesterday, ordering. He was basically taking money away from schools, or federal money away from schools who still have the CV-19 mandate. So if you still, any school in America who has and most of these schools receive federal funding. I think even all of them. So if any school is still receiving federal funding, and you still have the CV-19 mandate, the COVID mandate, that's a wrap, bitch. He said, cutting that money off. Yo, Conceptual Elixirs, appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Always hooking me up, man. I mean, I ain't seen no shit like this, y'all. I'm telling you. This is some crazy shit. He is basically breaking down the government as it was. And it's going to be remade on some new shit. But the old government is gone. So we're in this crazy ass period right now, this limbo period. We're trying to see what the government's going to be. Now, I think it's going to be definitely more authoritarian from Trump's side. So he acting like he's gonna be the freer dude and all this and that type of shit, but he's gonna really smash down on what he calls these liberal cats who are protesting for Palestine and Hamas and all that type of shit, and protesting against the Khazarians and all the melanated people who are doing smash and grabs and been getting away with it, going in, stealing all this money, and then getting released an hour after you get arrested, or the police don't even come after you at all. Like, he's about to put the law and order smash down in America. So it's going to feel authoritarian when he does this, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same bullshit though that we've been through. So I say you can get past that just by learning the system. Learn the rules to the system, learn the rules to the game, and whatever he does won't hurt you. It will only hurt you if you don't know how to counteract it or how to challenge it. So moving along, then Trump announces that he's coming to a deal to end the war in Ukraine. So he talked to Putin. Putin was like, yeah, let's get this shit done. You know, he promised them, you can keep all the land you took. You know, that's what he promised them. Don't worry about the land you got, my nigga. You know, Zelensky's gonna give it up. I talked to him. You sure? You're sure? We have a deal. This motherfucker. All right. Then Zelensky heard about the shit and was like, no, we don't. We ain't got no deal, bitch. He tried to go on his little tirade. We don't have a deal. I never heard about the deal. We don't have a deal. I never heard about the deal. And then Trump was like, no more missiles, bitch. How you gonna fight with no more bombs, motherfucker? Huh? We are willing to deal. We are willing to come to the table and deal. We will see what happens when we come to the table and we go over these things and we talk it out. We were willing to deal. So, hey, really? Zelensky? Bitch. That nigga said, no more bombs, bitch. Oh, hey, what are you doing? You didn't let me finish. I was not finished, Mr. Trump, sir. I was not finished. I was saying that I have not heard of the deal, but I am very open to hearing what you have to say. You did not let me finish, sir. Now that I hear the whole thing, I am willing to come to the table, sir. He was like, bitch, that's what I thought, nigga. You better bring your ass to this table. So, man, and then especially since Zelensky's been selling half of the weapons to Mexico. He's like, you've been selling half of the weapons that we've been giving you to Mexico, bitch? And you think we're going to give you some more? If you don't come to the table, nigga? Better get your bitch. Hey, Putin. Putin, right there, my nigga. Hey, line it up. Line and put the crosshairs right there, my nigga. We ain't protecting nothing else. Okay, well, let's what do you have to say? We are willing to hear what you have to say, sir. That's what I thought, nigga. So the deal was Ukraine has to give up the territory and no NATO. No NATO. So they wanted to come into NATO so bad, but nope, no NATO. And then Trump is pushing NATO's point. So NATO pays 2% of NATO, where America pays crazy, but they're pushing NATO's percentage to 5%. So it was 2% before. When Trump first entered office, it was 2%. Trump went in there and said, hey, y'all bitches ain't paying you ain't paying your 2%, bitch. What's going on here? NATO says, the NATO treaty says 2%. Where your 2% at? Germany? Yugoslavia? Looking over here, Turkey? Bitch ass nigga, where your money at? And so they said, well, that's when they asked him about the Putin thing. Would he let Russia attack the countries in Europe? He said, hell yeah. If you don't pay. Nigga said, hell yeah, bitch. If you ain't paying, you goddamn right. Hey, Putin, if you paying, we protected. If you ain't paying, we ain't protected. So then he went in there and he boosted it to 5%. He said, this fuck the 2%. We're doing 5% now. They didn't like that shit. They didn't like that shit. But yo, like I said, this is crazy new time. So then a new report moving along. A new report comes out. This is crazy. That this is alleged. This is an alleged report, but it seemed pretty convincing. So a whistleblower comes out and then alleges that the governor of Pennsylvania, Mr. Shapiro, and George Soros' son, Alex Soros, allegedly were the ones who engineered the the Trump, them trying to take out Trump. The governor of Pennsylvania. What? The Obama clone? What? Hebrew Obama? I call that nigga Hebrew Obama. Obama's his mentor. If you listen to this nigga talk, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to smash on the Republicans. We're going to. He sounds just like that. All right, Hebrew Obama. But the report came out and said that him and George Soros' son, Alex Soros, because you know George Soros ain't doing shit. That nigga 1,000 years old. Everybody be talking about George Soros, George Soros, George Soros. That motherfucker doing this. Zzz, 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 zzz. That motherfucker doing that. He ain't running shit. That nigga doing the Stephen Hawking. I don't know if he got that little button. Fuck jump, fuck jump. I don't know if he got one of those, but that nigga George Soros is 1,000 years old, and that motherfucker not running anything. It's Alex Soros, and allegedly, Josh Shapiro and Alex Soros. So the report breaks down how Ukraine was a big money laundering scheme that a bunch of Democrats and others were getting paid from. So this is the report. You call him Jew Obama? Oh man. But yeah, that nigga he think he Obama for real. So it says now they were saying this report is alleged, right? And even Dan Bongino, he came out with like, this is speculation. Don't jump on this report. We don't know for sure. I haven't heard anything else behind the scenes. This is just a report coming from this person who's alleged. Now, did anybody remember when Zelensky came to Philadelphia? This was a couple months ago. Didn't Josh Shapiro sign the bombs? This nigga autographed the bomb for Zelensky. Now, Zelensky, remember, is selling. Those just found out Zelensky in Ukraine was selling half of these weapons back to, the cartels and the Colombian cartels and the Mexican cartels. So is Josh Shapiro getting paid from some of this money off the back end? Because this nigga signing bombs. Why you signing bombs? Why you signing bombs, Josh Shapiro? And then we just find out that them bombs are being sold. Half they ain't going to kill Putin. Half of them going to the okay. So just saying, it looks very suspicious. Go look at the report. Go look at the lady. She did an online. She filed the report or the claim, the charge, and then she filed a criminal charge. But it's just a complaint though. It's just a personal complaint. But she filed it, and then she did it online. She spoke it online. So you go look it up and be the judge and see for yourself. But it looks suspicious. I'm just saying. Shapiro easy. So moving along, JD Vance, Vice President VP JD Vance, he flew to Europe and he tells the EU to EAD. That's what I'm talking about, JD. JD a Leo. JD flew over there and said he did his best Cuban B impression, like Trump. They on the Cuban B Express. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out. That's basically what he did. Just like Trump told the WEF, he did that to the EU. So basically, he said the declaration on the war on Western values of freedom, like free speech and expression, won't be tolerated anymore. He said, we ain't fucking with y'all niggas on this clamp down on free speech, talking about misinformation and disinformation, bitches. You want to fuck with America? Y'all best fuck with free speech, bitch. So basically what he told him, he's like, you guys keep talking about how you defending Western values and this and that. You're defending Western values. He says, but your values don't add up with the Western values. We're about free speech. Y'all not about that life. We're about freedom of expression. Y'all not about that life. So he just started killing them with all the bullshit that they were doing. They arrested a dude. So he just started running off different things that they had done in the UK against free speech. So like one dude, he got arrested for praying 50 meters away from the abortion clinic where his girlfriend just aborted his baby. So he couldn't do nothing about it. So he just stood there and prayed. Not out loud. This nigga just did this. Just prayed. And they arrested his ass. Said he was praying too close to the clinic that he could influence people. He could influence people. Because he was too close to the clinic. What the fuck? This shit is crazy, man. This war on your free speech is crazy. So JD Vance got up there and said, EAD, bitches. If y'all ain't fucking with free speech, we not fucking with none of y'all. Now what? Now what? Say something. And then another nigga tried to get her to, I forgot, was it France? The nigga of France, or you can slide one of these cats. He got up there and he tried to rebut what JD said, talking about you don't have the right to hate speech and to to misinformation and to make people's lives worse through misinformation about some stupid shit he said or whatever. He tried to get up and everybody clapped for him. All the EU was like, yeah, yeah. And JD Vance is like, fuck all y'all bitches. JD. He didn't do that, but he was looking like he wanted to do that. JD was like, fuck all y'all bitches. But he smashed on him though. Go look at that speech, man. They said nobody hadn't given a speech like that since in like 40, 50 years to the EU, to the European people. They're always kissing European people's ass, and then they take advantage of America. They went over there and said none of that shit. He told them it's a new sheriff in town. you seen 48 hours? He put the toothpick in his mouth. Put the sheriff, put the hat on. There's a new sheriff in town. JD Vance watches black movies too, so I'm sure he got that from 48 hours. He watches melanated movies. So shout out to JD representing America. Gangster like. And we'll see what happens. Because they're gonna have to bow. They're gonna have to bend the knee. He's like, we're not giving y'all no money. Y'all get money from America. All y'all. He's like, none of y'all get no more money if you're not fucking with American people. Our values, our principles, and what made why we ride over here in America. So peace out, bitches. So moving along, Trump just created, did y'all see this yesterday? He created the Federal Secrets Declassification Task Force. I'll say that again. That was a mouthful. No diddy. Trump created a Federal Secrets Declassification Task Force. Now, what the fuck is that? What the hell is that? So they're going to focus on, so the person who's heading it is, what's her name? Anna Paulina Luna. She's a congressperson. And she said they're going to focus on the RFK files, the JFK files, MLK files, UAPs, which are UFOs, and underwater submerged objects, or what they call USOs, the Epstein files, and the 9/11 files. Holy shit, boy. They're about to release all that shit. Oh, trying to tell you, America ain't gonna be the same, y'all. This could fuck shit. Man, Trump in here, he in there with a wrecking ball. He don't give a fuck. he destroy. Hey, man, you about to release UFO, Epstein, 9/11, USO, underwater submerged objects? What the fuck, Trump? Hey, man, I'm all for it, baby. Let's find out what's going on. What they been hiding? I'm ready for it. 9/11 files. We already know what the hell that's going. I want to see the Epstein. Who? What's the Epstein files, Trump? Well, she said that yesterday, though. She said, we're going to focus on the Epstein files. She said that shit in the press conference. So, how many people? So, you know what? This is funny. There was a Google. They did a survey on Google searches, and in Washington D.C., after Doge started going through USAID and all these different places, they said you can see the trend line. So the trend line is like this. The search is criminal lawyers, criminal defense lawyers. The trend line is like this. After Doge gets in the office, it goes like this. That shit spiked like crazy. Criminal defense attorney, the Google search for criminal defense attorneys in Washington, D.C. went from like this. That shit shot up the day or a couple of days after Doge went into office. So now the Epstein files are coming out. How many people you think is shaking they assholes puckered and they're trying to figure out a way out of America right now? Oh boy, let's see it, Trump. And then she also said in the press conference there was 2 shooters at the JFK shooting. 2. Everybody knew it was more than one. This magic bullet bullshit. The bullet hit him in the face, then bounced off the skull, and then traveled all the way. But hold on, shit. Hold up. It said traveled all the way down here, and then went out, and then it came out, and then it hit his Secret Service person. One bullet went in there, bounced all around his bones, came out, boom, bounced out, came out of him, and then went into his Secret Service person and killed the Secret Service person or shot him. But then yesterday she came out, she said, nope, there was 2 shooters. Hey, man, this is the craziest goddamn administration there's ever been. These niggas are this is the apocalypse. The apocalypse, the term apocalypse is called the unveiling, the uncovering. That conjunction was the apocalypse. There's no secrets no more. We said this. You're in the air information. Information is going to be revealed. And this is what's going on right now. This has been the biggest secrets of America and the world since this shit began. And now they are going through there and just finding out all kind of bullshit. Now they're going to the Federal Reserve. Like I said, he went Thursday, he went to the IRS. Trump is sending them to the Fed. The Federal Reserve, y'all. What's going to happen when Doge gets to the Federal Reserve? Do y'all think they're going to let Doge audit the Federal Reserve? Or are they going to try to stop him with a federal injunction with the judges? I definitely think that's the Federal Reserve is the cats who run the world. So, boy, if they get in there and they find out and he has an algorithm that's doing this. That's the crazy. He has they said they started with 12 people on Doge, then they went to 25. Now it's over 100 geniuses that came to the shit. They have over 100 cats working for them now. They're about to uncover everything the government has been doing in the last 50, 60, probably last 100 years. They're about to uncover all of this shit. So then moving along. Now, even though, like I said, Trump has did 90% of what Trump is doing is good. I call him like I see him. I call balls and strikes. No diddy. I call him like I see him. And Trump has just crossed the line to Khazarian ball gargling king. Trump, you are the Khazarian matzo ball gargling king. He has finally done it because he went back on his deal So remember, he came out with the deal to stop the bombing, the ceasefire, and they were supposed to come out with a 3-stage release thing, right? The Israelis were supposed to release 1,200 prisoners, while Hamas had hostages. Israeli don't have hostages; they have prisoners, but Hamas has hostages, right? So they were supposed to release 33 hostages and do it in phases, right? So they did the first stage, it went down, went cool. Now it's supposed to be the second stage, and there were supposed to be certain parts of the deal that New Khazaria was supposed to hold up to, like allowing medical aid and food into the Gaza Strip. But they stopped. They won't let them do it. They're not letting them in there. So Hamas was like, well, we're not going to hold up our bargain either. We're not going to hold up our part of the bargain. If y'all not letting humanitarian aid and food and stuff get in there, then no, fuck that, right? So then Trump bitch ass, he comes out just on the fly, just on some, in a news conference once, and was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm giving them till the end of the week, till Saturday, 12 p.m. He just came off the top of his head, just said some bullshit. I'm giving them to 12 p.m. to release all the hostages, not just 1 to 2 and 3 and 2 and 1. He's like, I'm giving you till 12 Saturday and release all the hostages, or hell's gonna rain down. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Hell gonna rain down? Gaza's already blown the fuck up, fool. Hell's gonna rain down on what? But what he said was, he can't do anything. He's like, I'm not gonna do anything. But you know, if I was, you know, New Khazaria, then I would just handle business. I would handle my business and go and take them out. Now, you're supposed to be America first. What happened to all this America first bullshit you was pushing? Except when it comes to Khazarians. Oh, hey, it's Khazarian ball first. Understand? Khazarian ball comes before anything, above anything, all. Anything and everything. Khazarian ball is the number one on the list. Then America. Khazarian ball, America. As long as we understand, Trump is goddamn. Then they said, so that was today. The deadline was today. So when Trump says a lot of this shit, I think he just be bullshitting. Like he's a Gemini. So a lot of the stuff that he says is like hyperbolic, you know, and it's an ends to a means to an end. I mean, he's trying to get something out of it. He's not really serious. He may be somewhat serious. Like there's a smidgen of truth in there that he may do it, but most of it he's just bullshitting just to see what's going to happen. And this is one of those things, I think, because then they released 3 hostages today, right? So they gave him the deadline. Hamas said, no, we're not going to do that. And then the deadline came today, and they released 3 hostages. They released 3 hostages this morning. So then Trump was like, yeah, that's cool. So this is what Trump said this morning after they released them. Hold up. So Trump came out. He says, Hamas says New Khazaria is not keeping up their end of the deal by holding up humanitarian aid for Gaza. However, today, President Trump offered his support and congratulations after Hamas released 3 more hostages from Gaza Saturday, but made clear that it was far short of his demand for all the hostages to be released, and said he would support New Khazaria in whatever decision they make going forward regarding the precarious ceasefire, excuse me, with the terror group. Now, I think Trump knows. So this is Trump playing both sides. Leah, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Leah, for the CashApp. So I think this is Trump again playing the chess game. He threatens the shit out of Hamas because he knows Hamas don't have nothing left but hostages. That's the only game they got. So he's like, all right, give up the hostages. That's a wrap. I'm going to threaten you to give up the hostages. No matter what, he knows they're going to probably get some hostages. Now, if Hamas gives up hostages and New Khazaria begins to bomb them anyway and still hasn't been holding up their end of the bargain, that's going to look bad for New Khazaria on the world stage. Fuck Trump. America ain't the only game in town. They still have to do business around the world, and they've ruined their rep and credit around the world by killing up all this many people. So if they go ahead today and start bombing and start doing anything again right after they release 3 hostages today, that's going to really make them look fucked up. So I think Trump knew that. And he says, well, go ahead. I would, it's not all of them, like I said. So I would do whatever, go ahead. And I'm behind whatever Israel does anyway. But he knows that they can't do anything because it's going to look bad for him on the world stage. So again, but if it's going to look bad for Trump, if New Khazaria starts doing that and he sanctioned it, he promoted it, and they start bombing and taking out all those kids, the MAGA people going to turn on his ass quick, especially if he starts sending bombs over there to do that shit, or troops, because he says no troops are going to happen. And also that's what he says with the Gaza Strip. He said we won't have to clean it up. Israel has promised to clean it up. Basically, you just gave Gaza Strip to Israel, fool. When you say, oh, we're not going to clean it up, Israel has promised to do all the cleaning. That's what they wanted in the first place. And they just wanted you there as security when they go clean it up and rebuild it. Basically, that's what you promised them, that they can go rebuild it. And if some shit happens, you're going to be the security guard that comes in and defends them. Great, Trump. America first, bitch ass nigga. So Trump is a straight bitch this week. Call him like I see him, bitch. You a whole bitch ass nigga for this week. Straight up. So all of this I'm not for war bullshit can go right out of the window, Trump. Now, if you doing it to wheel and deal, knowing that nobody's going to make a move, that's another thing. But if you are really behind New Khazaria, going ahead and bombing these people, fuck you, bitch. So moving along. So then he also is trying to get Jordan and Egypt to take millions of Palestinians, right, as refugees by just gangstering them. He's like, y'all, take them, bitch. And they're like, no, we're not taking them. Egypt and Jordan is like, nigga, no, we're not taking them. That's what New Khazaria has been trying to do all along. They've been trying to push the Palestinians into these countries where they know the Palestinians are going to destabilize these countries when they get over there. They know this. So they're like, nah, nigga, we can't do that. And the king of Jordan, he gonna get his head cut off. If he let Palestinians into Jordan, he gonna get his head cut off. So he's like, nah, nigga. Sorry, my nigga. However, I will take 2,000 sick children from the Gaza Strip. How about that? Trump was like, that ain't really what I want, nigga, but all right. So he kind of agreed to that. And Egypt was like, no, nigga, we're not doing it. And then I think Egypt, they offered to do something else, but not take it. They're like, we don't want it. We're not taking the people, nigga, because you'll destabilize Egypt forever if you do that. And that's what New Khazaria wants. They want Jordan and Egypt destabilized so they can take it over and own it. Right now, they own it by proxy, just on the back end through shady deals. But they wanted to own it on the open market. So they're trying to use Trump to do it. And Trump is really tripping right now because he's trying to gangster everybody with this whole power, this whole strength, peace through strength bullshit. But peace through strength is intimidation, ultimately. Now, it could be, somebody respects you. Okay, that can definitely be it. But usually, though, that means, when in Trump's mind, it means gangstering and bullying people. Because he's like, America is the biggest gangster on the block. Everybody has to deal with America. So I'm just going to flex America's muscles. And so he goes over there, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Egypt is going to do this, Egypt is going to do it. No, they not. You just can't tell somebody. You can't force people into other sovereign countries. Who the fuck you think you are, man? Everybody just don't bend the knee like that, fool. Especially cats who strap bombs to them and blow themselves up. What the fuck you think you're going to make them do? You can't declare war on them because they haven't struck against America. So Trump just be talking a lot sometimes and just he don't hear himself when he talk. You can't gangster everybody. Everybody ain't going for your bullshit. Everybody ain't bitches, Trump. And that's what he believes, that everybody's bitches and they're false. No, nigga, the Muslim niggas ain't bitches. They ain't like that. They not bitches like that, homie. So you trying to gangster all the people is bullshit. Some people want the smoke, bro. Some people want it all damn day. They motherfuckers sleep with cigars under their goddamn pillow. They want it all day. So just saying. Then this is the other part of the authoritarian state that's coming along, the Trump police state, because there was going to be 2 police states no matter. I told you this already before the election. There was going to be 2 police states, whether you liked it or not. Did you want the Biden police state or the Kamala Harris police state with rainbow handcuffs? He was going to be taking in furry rainbow handcuffs to the jail, and they were going to give you a rainbow inmate jersey or a rainbow inmate t-shirt. It's gonna have inmate in all the colors. And you're gonna take your picture like this. That's what Kamala was doing. Kamala was gonna have you in rainbow handcuffs at the precinct. Trump is just gonna have you in handcuffs, but you're still gonna be in handcuffs. Because ICE, they just called out to private companies or private contractors to monitor citizens online. ICE wants private companies to watch you online. What do they want? They want to watch what you put out, any information, any faulty information that you're putting out against ICE, any negative information, talking shit, just exercising your constitutional rights, which is you have a right to do, but they want you. Then they want facial recognition. So no matter who it is, if they figure out who it is, then they want to try to track you down with the facial recognition. See? This is bullshit, y'all. The bullshit is coming. Tried to tell you, it ain't all fucking gravy with this nigga Trump. It's not all gravy. But, most of it is good. But, when the system tightens up, you're just going to have to deal with that and change your game and up your game. But, basically, the facial recognition is when they have, now again, most people don't know that ICE again has a jurisdiction of 100 miles. They just gave them that in a case. What was that case? I think it's Boulay. Man, what is it? Boulay or if Mel, if you're still in here, what's the case? What's the federal case from the border? I think it's like Boulay versus something like that. But it just happened not too long ago where they gave the federal jurisdiction this is all feds too, not just ICE. All feds have a jurisdiction now 100 miles within the border. So from the border to 100 miles in. So this basically means they can arrest about 70% of America, because 70% of America lives about 100 miles from the border. So be careful. Tried to tell y'all, but it's coming. So moving along, Elon Musk, he's trying to buy OpenAI. Elon Musk is trying to buy ChatGPT, y'all. Why is Elon Musk trying to buy ChatGPT? Now remember, DeepSeek just came out and smashed on everybody, right? For $5 million, everybody else spending hundreds of millions of dollars to do AI. But then it came out that DeepSeek, because they're, China is known for this, jacking people's shit. So China, they built a lot of their shit on ChatGPT's code, allegedly. This is what they're alleging, right? Or ChatGPT is alleging. So DeepSeek may be, because they can't force them to pay because they're in China. But DeepSeek may be built off of ChatGPT. Now, Elon went in there and he was like, yo, y'all all tripping because Sam Altman just did a deal with Trump, and that $500 billion deal to be for America to be the AI leader, masters or headquarters or whatever in the world. And Sam Altman, the head of OpenAI, he was in there. And Elon was like, I don't like that dude. And they asked Trump about that shit. They say, you just did a deal for the AI deal, and it has Sam Altman on the deal. Elon says he doesn't like him. He said Elon says he doesn't like him. He's like, yeah. He said, what are you gonna do? He's like, yeah, Elon hates the guy. He says, but hey, Trump goes, Elon hates the guy. He says, I don't know, but hey. So Elon hates that dude. Oh, so it's Egbert versus Boulay. That's the Supreme Court case that allows the federal government to have jurisdiction, federal agents to have jurisdiction 100 miles from the border in. So Egbert, Egbert versus Boulay, Boule, 2022. So very recent case that they got this jurisdiction. Right after, during the Pandeezy. They got this jurisdiction during the Pandeezy when everybody's locked up in their homes. How convenient, right? The federal government gets more power to lock you up during the Pandeezy. So Elon, though, he hates that guy because he believes Sam Altman is evil. See, most people believe that Elon is the evil tech giant, tech genius that's trying to subjugate the world and turn them all into computers and shit like that. That's not Elon. Elon is a humanist, actually. He's an idealist. He wants to go to Mars. He wants to invent a whole lot of shit, and he wants to help the world heal. See, when most people don't understand about this nigga Elon, whatever shit he got going on, Elon is a nerd, a comic book nerd. I'm a comic book nerd, so I know niggas like Elon. And one thing you have to know about the comic book nerd is the comic book nerd sees themselves as the hero, not the villain. He not looking through the comic book. He don't see himself as Dr. Doom. He's Tony Stark and what's his name? Bruce Wayne. That's who he sees himself as. So but Sam Altman, though, he is like Dr. Doom. So if you don't know, Dr. Doom is the super smart, like super smart billionaire scientist who just evil as fuck. That's Dr. Doom. No matter what you're gonna do, Dr. Doom is evil from the core. That's just who Dr. Doom is. But he's super smart as fuck. And so that's who people think Elon is. But he's not Dr. Doom. He's Tony Stark. He's the other one. The one who wants to build everything and make the world better. So he looked at Sam Altman and was like, yo, OpenAI is trying to go private. So the reason OpenAI was built in the first place was that it's called OpenAI. He wanted the algorithm and the code to be posted openly on the internet. Why? Because he felt that AI was going to eventually become sentient, like like Terminator, like Skynet, and start being able to take over the world. So he was like, yo, if the code is online and everybody can see it, then humans will have a chance to adjust to the code whenever this nigga starts to change and shit like that. Whenever the code starts to change, the algorithm changes, humans can see it and then stay ahead or stay one step ahead of the AI. That's what he wanted to do. Sam Altman was like, nah, we don't want to do that. Let's hide the shit and let's make money off the shit. And that's when Elon was like, I don't want to do that. So Elon bounced. So that's when they took ChatGPT or OpenAI private. So Altman's still trying to do this shit. He's still trying to create this goddamn super crazy ass AI that's going to take over the world shit. And Elon went in there. He was like, nah, and tried to buy it. He tried to buy it this week for $97 billion. Elon just tried to buy ChatGPT for $97 billion. And it got stopped because Sam Altman valued the company at $300 billion. Which it ain't $300 billion yet, because nigga he's only been here for 2 years. ChatGPT only came out in 2022. So it's only been here 2 years. And then DeepSeek just came out and torpedoed your shit. So your shit ain't worth $300 billion, dude. Stop playing. You ain't worth $300 billion right now, especially with DeepSeek just coming out. So Elon is still trying to buy it, but trying to get the price to come down. So if Elon takes it, y'all think Elon's going to try to turn it into the evil? Y'all think Elon's the evil genius or the good genius? He's Tony Stark or Dr. Doom? That's your two. Those are your two super geniuses of tech. But also Dr. Doom, he knows magic and shit. He's magical and shit. But other than that, let's take away the magic, let's take away the genius and the billionaire shit. And you got Dr. Doom and Tony Stark. And Elon believes he's Tony Stark. Again, comic book nerds believe they're the hero, not the supervillain. So we'll see if he's able to buy ChatGPT, but that's gonna be crazy. This nigga owns all of this shit and ChatGPT. That's be crazy. I think that may be too much, Elon. So moving along, in Skittle news, Worcester, Massachusetts. Now I talked about this place a couple of weeks ago. Worcester, Massachusetts was the place where the person they got elected and then immediately had to take a month break because they were because they were traumatized. What they felt was by transphobiaism, because somebody at the place called them sir or man or basically misgendered them and accidentally called them sir or guy or something like that. And then, I can't. No. Like, nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass back to work, back to the goddamn desk. He called me sir. He called me sir. No. Like, bitch. I'll call you bitch then. How about that? Does that matter? Bitch, get your ass back to the goddamn desk and do your job. But this motherfucker had to take a month off. This motherfucker took a month off because they was misgendered accidentally. Because the dude didn't even know they did it. They went and told the dude, you misgendered the person. He's like, I did? When? It's like, well, it was like, oh shit, I didn't even know. Goddamn, my bad. And the person was like, no, you did it. No, it's already happened. No, I'm already traumatized. I can't. No, I can't. No. like, motherfucker, you can't now because it was an accident. You got to take a whole month off with pay. With pay. So I just want to throw that out there with pay. So now, yeah, let's go back. With pay, right? Yeah, okay. Like, nigga, get your whole ass out of here. So this same damn town, Worcester, Massachusetts, they vote to become a sanctuary city for Transformers. Because they don't have enough privilege. Because Trump is trying to take out all Transformers in the country. He's trying to erase it all. So we need a sanctuary city where we feel safe, where we can go, we can be ourselves. Excuse me. We can be ourselves. We just want to go and be like us. Not like you, but not like us. We're not like... Wait, no. Wait a minute. You're not like... I'm not like us? You're not... I'm not like us? That song was for me? That song was for me? No! Yeah, nigga, that song was for you, bitch. That song was made for you. Kendrick Lamar was looking right at your picture when that motherfucker was... Or you are like us, actually. Because you actually are a dude up under that shit. But Skittles, they get a sanctuary city in Worcester, Massachusetts. It said, oh, this is the story. This is the same. Hold on. Wait, where's the story? So they said their lives were at stake. This is why they said they did it. Because they all, if you seen the video, go see the video. It's hilarious. Did you see the Transformers at the city council meeting? Did you see it? Oh my God, please go see it. Please go watch the video of the Transformers at the city hall meeting. And they try to act like they don't got mental problems. That's not their biggest problem. It's mental. No, it's Trump trying to erase trans people from the federal government. But it's not them. Them motherfuckers look crazy as hell. So it said they got up there and they said they got up there and stood up there to say their piece, and they said their lives were at stake with Trump in office. Their very lives were at stake. Like, get your ass out of here with all that hyperbolic bullshit. Like, nobody's buying your shit no more. And you ain't at danger. Ain't nobody trying to kill you. You ain't about to die. Shut your ass up. Everything was fine. But before 5 years ago, nobody was tripping on you motherfuckers. You was able to do what the hell you wanted to do. But when you came after the kids, that's where you fucked up. when you came after the kids, you should have left the kids alone. Everybody loves kids and everybody wants to protect kids. So when you came after the kids, you screwed yourself. If you just did your own little movement, just did that in your own little party, just do you, nobody would have been tripping. But when you came after the kids, they had to come after you. They had to beat your ass. And so, hey, that's how it goes. So moving along, a state bans the pride flag from school buildings. Man, no pride flags from the school building. Now, this is a weird story though. So this is a one of these stories. So the state bans the pride flags or bans pride flags from school buildings, but locals are outraged over what can be flown. So what can be flown, but not the pride flag. So Utah's Republican-led legislature is pushing forward a controversial bill that would ban the display of pride flags in schools and government buildings, yet allow NZ and Confederate flags to be displayed in schools and on government property. No pride flags, but yeah, NZ and the Confederate flag. Confederate flag, NZ flag, pride flags, no. Now, I'm all for the pride flag. No. We go. That was great. That band is with you on that one. But why do the NZ flags and the Confederate flags get to fly? Why don't you just ban all of that shit? Okay, this is what it says. So Bill HB 77 passed the House Education Committee this week, sparking a firestorm of outrage and debate over free speech, historical context, and the erasure of LGBTQ plus visibility in public spaces. The bill, introduced by Republican Representative Trevor Lee, looks to restrict public schools and government institutions to flying only officially sanctioned flags, including the U.S. and Utah state flags, military banners, and the flags of recognized Native American tribes. At least you didn't ban the Aboriginals. However, a loophole in the legislation permits temporary display of historic flags for educational purposes An exemption that, according to Lee, explicitly includes Confederate and NZ flags, NAZI flags. Okay. There are instances where in classrooms you have curriculum that is needed to use flags such as World War II, Civil War, and Civil War, Lee told House Committee. You may have a NZ flag, you may have a Confederate flag. And so you may have an NZ flag, you may have a Confederate flag. And so you are allowed to display those flags as part of the curriculum that is okay. So if you're teaching about it, is what he's saying. If you're teaching about it, then you can display it. If it's in the curriculum. So I'm teaching about it. Now, how many people think that they're going to just throw that curriculum in there just so they can put them flags on the wall? Again, this is Republican. Where are we at again? Utah. We in Utah, y'all. So how many people think that they're going to start teaching Confederate and NZ history just so they can have them damn flags plastered on the goddamn wall? Hey man, we're teaching. We're teaching. This is 19. Yeah, we're teaching. We're teaching. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, we're teaching. Now back to fuck those motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers in the goddamn war. Those motherfucking niggers. Goddamn, they're fucking niggers every time. like, wait a minute, what? Huh? Yeah, we're teaching. What do you know? We're teaching here. So yeah, we're teaching. You know, that's what they called them back in the day. Yeah, I wasn't saying that myself. I was just reiterating, just saying what they were called them in history. Yeah, thank you, principal sir. Thank you. Yeah. So these motherfucking niggas, they tried to take over the country, and our southern brothers, they got in the goddamn war, and they killed these motherfuckers, and they yeah. Still in the lesson. Yeah. Okay. Like, wait a minute, Utah. Hold up, Utah. You want to fly the NZ flag and the Confederate flag? I'm off. I'm for not flying the other one. Let's get that straight. How about none of those flags? How about 0 flags from that shit? That nigga said, nope, it's a part of our history and we're going to fly it. You talking EAD? Hell yeah, Utah is straight up EAD. So then, moving along, the federal, the federal agency that enforces workplace anti-discrimination laws has moved to dismiss its own lawsuit. This is another win right here. Has moved to dismiss its own lawsuit on behalf of a worker allegedly fired for his sexual orientation and gender identity, arguing that the case now conflicts with President Donald Trump's recent executive order, according to court documents. So, excuse me, a federal agency was suing on behalf of this dude that said he got fired because of his gender identity. And Trump issued the executive order and they dropped the case. Excuse me. They dropped the case. Said, well, sorry, cuz. Sorry, buddy. Get out there and be somebody. They were like, wait a minute. We're 5 months into the case. What? Sorry. No money for you. So no funding. It says, hold on. The EEOC, or the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, on Thursday filed a joint motion to dismiss its case against Harmony Hospitality LLC, which operates a home to suites by Hilton Hotel in Dothan, Alabama, just 8 months after the agency sued the company. 8 months. They've been on the case for 8 months. Not 5. God damn. Just 8 months after 8 months after the agency sued the company over its firing of an employee who identifies as non-binary male and gay. The employee worked for Harmony as a night auditor and styled himself in conformity with male gender stereotypes at work, according to EEOC original lawsuit. But when he was called in for a meeting outside of work hours, he wore a... So on the clock, they say, he all man on the clock, y'all. What do you need? Yeah. You need me to go to cut down that, you need me to cut about 5 inches on that steel bar right there? Yeah. What do you need? You need me to carry the big, carry the steel bar, grab it right here, pick it up, throw it up to the guy. Yeah, okay, gotcha. But you need anything else? You need me to go pull that car right there? You need me to go move some goddamn... Yeah, okay, we're good. That's him during hours, right? They called a nigga to a meeting after hours. After hours? He showed up in capri cut joggers, pink painted nails, and box braids. I don't even know what the hell that is. So on the job, yeah, what do you need? What do you need, guys? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for you. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna pick that shit up right now. I don't need anybody. Yeah. They called this nigga after work. This nigga skipped in. This nigga. Yeah. What do you need? Yeah. I'm off hours, guys. Yeah. That other guy. Call me at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm here for you. I'm gone. This nigga this nigga skipping and shit. They looked at that nigga. They looked at each other like, you fired. No, you can't fire somebody for that. That's what he believes. He believes that after they saw the nigga in the capri cut shorts I don't even know what that is. What's capri cut shorts, y'all? Y'all know what that is? What's capri cut shorts? All I know is the painted nails. Pink painted nails. This nigga walked in with pink painted nails. This nigga was full on flambazel, nigga. He was that nigga was Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four. Flame on! This nigga walked in. This nigga walked in full with the 4 on his chest and everything. And they was like, I don't know about that, brother. So, upon learning about the employee's gender identity, this is what he claims, and sexual orientation, Harmony Hospital's co-owner said the employee needed to be hidden because of his appearance, and 7 hours later, he was fired via text message. The law. So he came to work. He came to a work meeting dressed up like fucking dressed up like that, and they was like, nah, nigga, you can't come to work. So basically, in their mind, even though he's off the clock, he's still representing work, being on work like that. And so they was like, look, you can't show up to work like that. And then, you know, people get impressions. So they fired his ass, and this nigga said, nah, you can't do that. So it says the complaint accuses Harmony of violating the Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 by terminating the employee because of his sex, sexual orientation, blah, 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 blah. They said, yeah, nigga, we don't care. They said, yeah, nigga, yep, we don't care. Trump said no more trans people. Sorry, my nigga, you on your own. So apparently people are coming to them senses, or these agencies, I don't even know if they wanted to do it, they had to do it, but some sense of normalcy is coming back to America, and goddamn, it cannot happen too soon. Jesus Christ. This nigga skipped into work with pink fingernails like that was just okay. Do y'all think this nigga was trying to, he was doing that shit on purpose? See, he was doing that shit on purpose because I think he was tired of not, or trying to be the man, trying to act like a man around the damn job. And nigga, after hours, this motherfucker just said, fuck it, and flamed off. And they called him to an office, and he could have changed back, and he was like, fuck it. I'm going to go like this. I don't care what they say. And they was like, I forgot why I called you in here. You're fired. Now, you shouldn't do that because of that, but, you know, you shouldn't fire somebody because of who they are. That's against the law. You can't do that, but damn. They're like, nah, nigga. It says, the judge ruling came after a lawsuit was filed earlier this month on behalf of families with transgender non-binary children. Oh, excuse me. This is another story. So moving along. So that was that story. Moving along. A federal judge on Thursday temporarily blocked his recent executive order aimed at restricting gender-affirming health care for transformers under the age of 19. So this is how gangster Trump is. So a judge's ruling came after a lawsuit was filed earlier this month on behalf of families with transgender non-binary children who allege their health care has allegedly been compromised, or has already been compromised. A national group for family of LG blah 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 people and a doctors organization are also plaintiffs in the court challenge. This is crazy. One of many lawsuits opposing a slew of executive orders Trump has issued as he seeks to reverse the policies of former President Biden. Now, this is going to get funny. Judge Brendan Herson, who was nominated by Biden, granted the plaintiff's request for a temporary restraining order following a hearing in federal court in Baltimore. The restraining order, which lasts 14 days, only 2 weeks, but could be extended, essentially puts Trump's directive on hold while the case proceeds. That means medical institutions can't have their federal funding pulled because they provide gender affirming care. Now, remember, he did that in the hospitals in New York. They immediately stopped it, and then Letitia James, she sued. She sued. This is why this happened. She sued and said, ignore Trump. What Trump said, keep giving the care, and we're going to sue and do this. Now, this is what she did. She sued. She went to every fucking judge she could find until she found one that said yeah, and sued and got the dude to say yeah on something was called an ex parte claim. So in law, there's a plaintiff and defendant, but then there's also something called ex parte. Ex parte means on behalf of or on the side of. So if I do an ex parte claim, that means only for me, right? On my behalf, not for somebody else. I'm only initiating this legal action on my behalf. And so that's what she did. And Trump and them couldn't come in there and refute the claim because it was only a one-sided submission to the case. So eventually they'll be able to get in there and say their case, and this will get wiped out. But they weren't even they didn't even get a chance to present their challenge, to present their case, and why this bullshit. So eventually it'll get turned down. But it says the restraining order. This is the ill shit though. So the restraining order is nationwide in scope and will apply to institutions across the country. Attorneys for the government didn't indicate whether they plan to appeal it. Of course they're going to appeal it. Shortly after taking office, Trump said an executive order directing federal. Now, this is the funny shit. So shortly after taking office, Trump signed an executive order directing federally run insurance companies. This is how he got them. So the judge says, okay, we're gonna halt that. So Trump came back and signed an executive order that says, this is crazy. The federally run insurance programs to exclude coverage for such services. That includes Medicaid, which covers gender affirming care in some states, and TRICARE for military families. Trump also signed an executive order that narrowly defines sexes as male and female, while commanding that federal funds shall not be used to promote the gender ideology. So basically, if they came back and said, okay, you can't defund the hospitals for doing this, Trump said, all right, I'll take money away from the insurance companies. I'll just say the insurance companies won't be able to cover these goddamn motherfuckers, and so they won't be able to do the surgeries anyway. So even if they're lawfully allowed to do it by the court, they're not going to have the insurance. I'm going to defund the insurance companies that pay for this shit, so they're not going to be insured. No doctor is going to perform a surgery on you when it's not insured. It's not happening. So Trump is playing different type of chess with these cats. Okay, you want to take away that shit? All right, I'll take away the insurance then, bitch. Now what? So they still can't do it. Hey, man, he out here balling right now. I'm just saying. This shit, hey, they are having a hard time, and it's off the chain right now. So moving along. Hey, shout out again, 90% of what he's doing, off the chain. The other 10%, he's full of shit. And that's a big 10% too, Trump. That damn near equals your 90%. You ball gargling Nuke Azaria is almost just as bad as all the good shit you're doing. Seriously. So we'll see how that works out. Moving along, in the science and the weird, not a lot happening in science this week, y'all. Not too much, actually. It was crazy. I was really surprised. There wasn't much of noteworthy or newsworthy things happening in science this week. So I only got a couple of things, but one of the things was scientists have discovered a nearby super Earth that could sustain life. There is hope for the future. Now, you know Elon is going to be on this shit. He's going to try to fly there next. So Mars is apparently not the only planet on our radar capable of sustaining life. UK researchers have confirmed the existence of a super Earth located 20 light years away that could reveal the existence of extraterrestrial beings per a cosmic study published in the Journal of Astronomy and Astrophysics. An Earth 20 light years, located 20 light years. So let's see what it says. They done found another Earth, y'all. They done found another Earth, and it's supposed to be huge. Let's see how big this shit is. Hold on. So it says, I'm now very enthusiastic. This is one of the scientists. I'm now very enthusiastic to hear what other scientists can tell us about this newly discovered planet, Dr. Michael Grettinger said, a scientist with Oxford University who first detected the potential interstellar oasis in 2022, said in a press release. They have a new planet. Now, is this the news release that they're trying to do because of the aliens? Are they going to now? Because again, we got so much alien news. We got so much alien news. I've got to put the rest in here. But the planet, though, is, I think the planet is 10 times the size of Earth. Because I erased some of the story accidentally. But the planet is 10 times the size of Earth and has an atmosphere almost equivalent to Earth. Do you think that there are people on that planet already? Like us? How many do y'all think there's people on that planet like us? It's an Earth. Now, did the Anunnaki, did they try the same experience? The same experiments in different planets like that? Because allegedly how the story goes, they built us on Mars and then brought us here from Mars. The laboratory that they built us in was on Mars, and they brought us here from Mars, and they brought us here from Mars to Africa, and that's where the cradle of civilization all over there, or Samaria and all that, right? So, is this new planet? Is this something they're trying to slow release because they're about to tell us we got extraterrestrials from this? Now, again, Trump is about to release all of this shit. So if it is, we're going to find out real soon. I'm going to tell you that. If it is, they're on this shit. Because again, we got the declassification task force. So I'm waiting to see some giant aliens. If the planet is 10 times bigger than the Earth, they got to be some giant ass motherfuckers. So, hey, we are not alone. I am here with you. We not alone, y'all. So, thought that was pretty interesting. They don't have much. Yo, Brandon Terry, appreciate you. Thank you, brother. They don't have much information on it yet, other than how big it is and that it can sustain life like Earth, and it has an Earth atmosphere. So we'll see if they release some more shit from it. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Hold on. Then, so moving along. This is what I thought was great. This is one of the weird things. I thought this was great. So, a Chinese zoo. This is hilarious. Chinese people, y'all crazy. So, a Chinese zoo is accused of painting donkeys black and white to look like zebras. Have y'all seen the video? Please go look at the pictures. Go look at the video. Fucking hilarious. So it says a Chinese zoo has allegedly admitted to painting donkeys black and white to pass off as zebras. To pass off as zebras in an attempt to drive up park attendants. Oh shit! What fucking zebra you know is like this big and shit that's by your knees? You got a fucking midget zebra that's by your knees talking about, oh, hey, wait a minute. That's a zebra? Yeah, man. That's a zebra, a jackass zebra. A donkey, a zebra donkey. A zonkey. It's a zonkey. We mixed it, we was in the lab, man. We was working, we was test tubing. Bow, boom, bow. A zonkey. There you go, brother. The fuck is a zonkey? It's a zebra, but it's a donkey. But it's neither one. But it could be both. Hey, you do the rest, brother. Rest is up here. Rest is up here in your mind. A zonkey. Over you. These Chinese motherfuckers, they tried to pass off a zonkey as a zebra. It says the Zibo City amusement park in Shandong province came under fire when internet users noticed the donkeys were disguised as zebras. In early February, according to China's state-run Global Times. These niggas are hilarious. In one photo, please go see the photos. That's going to make this 10 times funnier. I promise you. Go watch the photo. That's why I did it, because I saw the photo. I was like, oh, hell no. So it says, so in a photo, a zoo worker was seen standing next to a donkey, which was defaced with nearly perfect black and white stripes running across the body. Like perfect. They look like somebody got some duct tape, some white and black duct tape, and said, shit. They just taped this nigga up with black and white duct tape. This shit, the stripes are so perfectly rectangle. And they short too, like this big. That's why it looked like somebody ripped off the duct tape and just patched some fucking shit on the nigga. Oh my god, this shit is hilarious. Please go watch, go see that shit. You said a Zach ass? That's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, who got some other names? I call it a zonkey. He who thinks call it a Zach ass. That's pretty funny right there. That's pretty funny. So it says after hold on. After a heated debate, after a heated debate, about the animals, park representatives told the outlet that the paint job was a marketing strategy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, we was only marketing. That's it. We wasn't trying to pull nothing over on you. No, brother. We wasn't trying to trick you. No, a zonkey, we call it a zonkey, but promotional. These niggas. They tried to pass off a zonkey as a zebra. God damn. It says the owner did it just for fun. Get the fuck out of here. The owner did it just for fun. Y'all so full of shit. Damn, for the bullshit. They tried to pass off some zebras, some donkeys and zebras. Go watch that shit. I'd have been dying. I'd have been rolling if I was at that park. So, but hey, you got a shout out to the Chinese. They trying to get their hustle on. Nobody came. What'd you call it? Oh, wait a minute. It's a Deborah. Okay. A Deborah. A Donkbra? A Donkbra? What, a Donkbra? Okay. What the hell? That's kind of long to say. Donkbra? Okay. Deborah, a Donkbra? Anyone else? What you got? Nobody got the creative name? Well, I'm gonna go with a zonkey. So moving along in nigga news. A couple of people niggering this week. So in nigga news, actually it was one person niggering this week. So but we got to talk about it. Hold on. Oops. So here we go with another reparations remix. So if you haven't heard, for Black History Month, some woke melanated House Democrats, mainly Ayanna Pressley, and I forgot the other lady, introduced another reparations bill. Another one? Another one? Just like Khaled and another one. They DJ Khaled on these goddamn things. Excuse me. So it says, one of the congressmen or people introduced the bill. She says she doesn't care about the argument that a lot of Caucasian Americans never owned slaves, that your ancestors never owned slaves, or their ancestors never owned slaves. They say, we don't care. Now, I got one thing. Anybody seen Ayanna Pressley lately? Did y'all see her at the press conference? Why she look like one of the Wakanda Dora Milaje chicks? She really trying to look like, or a goddamn Bond villain. She trying to look like, she like a Bond villain dressed all in black with her slick ass hair. That little shit. She look like goddamn. What's she looking like? Black Telly Savalas. But hey, I can't deal with the bald head ladies. That's sorry. I know y'all think some women can rock bald heads. I know she got cancer, but she can still wear it. She can get a wig. She can get 50 million other people out here bald head. They got no damn hair and can put hair on their head. I don't want to hear that shit. She can put something on her head. She ain't got to look like me. We ain't got to put our heads together and look like a booty. Come on, girl. That ain't. If we put our heads together, we look like a booty. That ain't how shit's supposed to go. You don't want to put your head together with your girl and y'all look like an ass from the top. A Zach ass. Yep. we look like a Zach ass from the top. Sorry, Ayanna. That ain't what's popping, girl. I know she thinks she rocking that motherfucker too, boy. Blinding every goddamn reporter in the goddamn. She blinding all the reporters when the sun come down and hit that head and project. Like, Miss Presley. What do you think about reparations, Miss Presley? What do you like? I don't have my glasses. She up there rocking that bitch. She is up there every day rocking that damn head. But reparations, y'all. Now, I will say this. Now, I've been talking about reparations, how reparations are illegal. You ain't never gonna get reparations. Yep, she got the milk done like a motherfucker. That shit is, I mean, her shit is perfectly chocolatey brown and perfectly round. God damn, she got the most round. I mean, that shit is spherical, nigga. God damn. She has got a perfectly round ass head. But reparations, y'all. You're gonna get reparations. Y'all still on the reparations train. All aboard! The reparations train is pulling out in 5 minutes. Everyone who's going to get on the board, please. We are moving to the reparations land of nowhere. We are going nowhere. However, the reparations train will always move. However, we will move to no fucking where ever at all. Ooh, ooh. Y'all niggas ain't getting shit. All aboard the reparations train, please. All aboard. Where are we going, sir? Where are we going? We are going to nowhere. How does that sound? We are going nowhere, sir. We are going nowhere, little one. That sounds great, sir. I've always wanted to go nowhere. Man, let me strap up. I've always dreamed about going nowhere. Man, Mom, you told me nowhere was nothing. We couldn't go nowhere, but I wanted to go nowhere all along, Mom. Fuck you, Mom. Thank you, Mr. Porter, sir. Let's go to nowhere. We're on the reparations train to no motherfucking where. Again, reparations are illegal. It's unconstitutional. They can't make laws for one single group. Well, they made laws for Chinese people. No, not really. They didn't really make law. And if it got challenged, it'd get thrown out. Even if that law that they made for Chinese people, that one law, Chinese hate or whatever that shit is, If somebody wanted to sue that shit and take it to the court, it would get thrown out because it's a law made for one group. It discriminates. That law discriminates. They can't make any discriminating laws based off of your appearance, racial group, any of that shit. So even the Asian hate bill, that law is unconstitutional if somebody wanted to sue it, but nobody's going to sue it because you'll be an asshole to take the Chinese people to court to beat Chinese people. To sue for the right to beat on Chinese people is a dick move. So nobody's going to challenge that, right? Fuck that shit. I should be able to beat on them motherfuckers all I want. Motherfucker, them slant-eyed motherfucker. God damn it, bitch. Make my goddamn noodles right, bitch. No, I was slapping shit. I should be able to slap shit out of these motherfuckers. They make my noodles wrong. I should be able to slap shit out of them, Your Honor. Why not? Motherfucker, hook my noodles up, bitch. Like, no, you can't do that. Well, wait a minute. Now, you can't beat on people now. Again, you can't. Violence is unconstitutional also. You can't beat on anybody. However, making a law for one person, for one racial group is unconstitutional. You say reparations now? Okay, you keep saying that. You ain't gonna you keep on saying it. Keep on doing it. While they give $22 billion to illegal immigrants last year to fucking buy houses, businesses, cars, Jordans, clothes, jewelry. That's what it was for. Literally, that's what the fund was for. It wasn't, they didn't like, they didn't tell them, this was allotted for this and they used it for that. They literally gave them the money to buy that shit. Businesses, houses, clothes, cars, all of that shit. This is what this is for. Go out and be fruitful in America. Live the American dream. Bullshit. You, $22 billion just last year for that. That's just from the HHS fund, excuse me. That was from the HHS fund. FEMA been giving them billions. FEMA's giving them billions. Then the regular federal government is giving them billions. So they do it through all the different organizations, the departments of the federal government. Then the federal government itself gives money. So normally I'm not with the reparations, but your reparations are now being given out to illegal immigrants at this time. But they tell you ain't got no money for reparations. And then we just found out a minimum, at least 521 or at least 230, what they say, $233 billion to $521 billion a year goes to fraud. It's stolen. But they don't have no money for you. And then they don't want to go, they don't want to go through an audit to find out how they can fix it. Why? Because they getting all that goddamn money. That money ain't going nowhere. That's how Chuck Schumer bitch ass is worth $80 million. And Nancy Pelosi is worth $250 million. And Maxine Waters, she's in the millions. And all these, even AOC is worth a few $1 million. Did y'all know that? AOC is worth in the millions now. She's worth like a few million. Where AOC get that money? She was a bartender. And she a congressperson. They only make $200,000 a year. Where'd she get that money? So, reparations, y'all. Ain't gonna be no reparations. This to me is something to distract, because Republicans don't have anything any policy that they're going on right now. Nothing. They're being destroyed by what Trump is doing, and Doge is killing them right now, showing all the money they waste, and then they want to keep raising your taxes and shit, and begging, telling you, give me more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. Here, a little person in Peru for your little transgender comic book. There you go, buddy. Yeah, give me more money, more money. Hey, transgender musicals in Bulgaria. Here you go, buddy. Yeah. More money, give me more money. Yeah, hey, transgender LGBT motherfuckers in Africa. Here you go, brother. They didn't want you to know that they was doing that shit. So, what way to distract you, melanated people, because they know melanated people don't really follow the major news anyway. They'll follow some stuff that has to deal with melanated people. So, how can they distract you, melanated people, from everything that Elon and Trump is doing to show you that the people who you put in office, you voted for in office, they full of shit and stealing all the money and not helping you? What could they do? What can we do? What could we do? What could we do? What would get the black people back on our side after hearing we shitted away all their money? Could it be reparations? Hey guys, let's try that reparations thing one more time. I know it hadn't worked the first 4,072 times, but hey, 4,073. That's the catcher, man. Reparations. So now they know niggas are gonna hear reparations bill, and you ain't gonna hear nothing. You're gonna want to vote for these melanated people, or most black citizens are gonna want to vote for these melanated politicians to get this goddamn reparations bill going, and forget about everything that they've been stealing with Elon. As long as they feel, oh, we gonna get some reparations, well, you ain't getting no money. This nigga Trump is about to cut all the money from the government. Where the fuck you think you getting money from? Trump is cutting every goddamn service. You think this nigga's about to come and now give reparations to nigga? You crazy. They know this is bullshit. They know they have no shot in hell of getting this passed. Yo, Deotis Dixon, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the cash out. Everybody hit the cash out today. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you hit the Schwarmer donation button before you get up out of here. But man, so they know we got to hit the distraction button. You hit the Schwarmer button. The Democrats hit the distraction button with reparations, because they know most niggas are stupid as shit. And as soon as you hear the word reparations, that means for most niggas it means getting money without doing shit. And I want to hear, well, my ancestors and this and that. Nigga, was it done to you? I'm tired of hearing that shit. Was anything done to you? Because I'm tired of this shit. You got every opportunity in the world right now. Every goddamn opportunity in the world. That's why motherfuckers keep trying to sneak in this bitch. But you who live here, you keep acting like you under the 8 ball all the time. When people from other countries come over here and they blow the hell up. I just showed you that list of the top money makers in the world, of the top the top list of all the people who make money in the world, and what the melanated people, we were down at the bottom of the list. We was last. All the people who made the most money as far as salaries in per year were all immigrants. People who come here from other countries, recognize the opportunity, sit their ass down, buckle down, and utilize these opportunities and be like, oh shit, I'm good now. You got to put all the hard work in and then reap the rewards after. But melanated people, they like to chill a lot and do this. They don't want to work as hard at the beginning. They like to work only as hard as we gotta work. Yeah, nigga, I ain't got to do no extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, my nigga. I'm chilling. All right, well, if you chilling, then that's the way your life is going to be. Don't expect your life to be extraordinary if you don't do extraordinary things. You do mediocre shit, you're going to have a mediocre life. It ain't got shit to do with the system. There's a million ways for you to make money. A million ways for you to do things in the world today. There's no reason you should be broke. Absolutely none. You got AI right now to tell you how to motherfucking be whatever the hell you want to be. Not only Google, since Google, you could have done anything you wanted, but especially since AI, man, you got a goddamn artificial brain to help you make money today. There's no reason you should be broke in America today unless you just sitting on your ass, not figuring it out. There's so many ways for you to make money. And the top goddamn, what was it, 30 groups or 30 people, countries, or the top earners in the world were from 30 different countries, other countries or some shit like that. It was crazy. That shit was crazy. Even U.S. white Americans weren't even up at the top. They were somewhere down in the middle, around 50 or something like that. So, goddamn. You're going to let all the illegal, not the illegal, those are actual immigrants. So you're going to let the immigrants come over, take advantage of all the opportunities that you just sitting your ass on. All right. I don't want to hear no reparations bullshit. Reparations is the opportunity that you have being born in the goddamn lottery of countries. You born in the lottery of countries. This is what they'll tell you. Being born in America is like hitting the lottery. People from other countries, any country will tell you that. Even developed countries, major super developed countries will tell you being born in America is like hitting the lottery. And you think America's this, America, they keep us down, America, yeah, they do all that shit, but you still got every more opportunity than any motherfucker ever had ever. Even though all of that shit is true about what America did and how America was created and it kept you behind and kept you, all of that shit, you absolutely right. Having said that, you still got 20 times more opportunity than the best place other than America in the world. Go to any other country in the world, you still have 20 times more opportunity than that country does to be rich. And you still shitting, you still bullshitting. Come on, man. I ain't got no damn sympathy for you niggas. If you tell me you broke, I ain't got no sympathy. I ain't got no sympathy. White man holding me down. Nah, nigga, you hold yourself down. Put down the remote, put down the blunts, put down the motherfucking the Kool-Aid, put down all the other bullshit, and get to sit down and figure out how to make money. You have a goddamn brain. This is a goddamn super brain right here. Figure that shit out, man. So that's all I'm going to say. Reparations, you ain't getting no reparations. Sorry. It ain't never going to happen. They never going to give niggas enough money to gain a foot up in the class system in America. Because they know what you would do with it. Look at what these woke ass, look at what these different world people are doing in the government today. These different world graduates, mostly these different world sisters. Look what they doing with the power they have today. Think if they got reparations and money and they, oh man, are you kidding? They would tear this whole goddamn place up. So reparations, your reparations is going to come through your opportunity. As well, they'll tell you that they give a bunch of money through assistance and, through, through public assistance and all that type of shit. So they'll tell you that's where your reparations are, but that's not where your reparations are. Your reparations are in your opportunity. I mean, you can just decide, you can just wake up in the morning and decide to do anything you want in America and go make money doing it. Anything other than, illegal. That's legal, let me say. Even if it's illegal, let me say that. Even if it's illegal, allegedly, you can still wake up in America and just go make money doing anything you want, legally or illegally. Try legally, though. And you want to scream that no opportunity is here. Well, I can't co-sign that one. Sorry. So just figure it out. Moving along. Last thing I got, police stop law lessons. I talk about Terry stops and reasonable articulable suspicion and probable cause a lot, but I don't know how many of y'all get it. I've been over it a couple of times, but it still may be a little tricky to catch. So Terry stops. A lot of people think, Terry stops are when you're stopped on the foot. So where did Terry stop? Terry stops come from Terry versus Ohio, 1968, that established reasonable articulable suspicion. Now, a police officer has to have reasonable articulable suspicion to detain you, either that you had committed a crime, are committing a crime, or about to commit a crime, right? And they have to be able to articulate something that you are doing that leads them to believe that you had committed, are committing, or about to commit a crime, right? That's reasonable articulable suspicion. That came in Terry versus Ohio. Now, probable cause. What is probable cause? Probable cause means some type of evidence that you have committed a crime. Circumstantial or actual evidence, meaning physical hard evidence, or circumstantial, meaning they can look at some things that you did, or it can be like something that leads. You can have like weed pipe and residue of something else. Now, it doesn't mean that residue is actually weed. Now, because pipes are legal, but if you have a pipe in the car and you have some residue that may look like weed, it could be oregano or something like that. Those two things are circumstantial evidence that you may have committed a crime. And so now they have probable cause. So probable cause involves evidence, right? Reasonable suspicion involves just suspicion, right? But articulable suspicion, meaning something that you were doing, I can articulate that leads me to believe you were committing a crime or had committed or about to commit a crime, right? So Terry stop. Now, traffic stops is what is a traffic stop? Is a traffic stop different than a Terry stop? No. A traffic stop is also a Terry stop. Now, you'll hear me and other people distinguish the two as if they're different, as like Terry stops or stops on foot. And I'll say that a lot because a lot of times, that's a good way to distinguish them. However, a Terry stop is just any police stop where the police has to have reasonable articulable suspicion that you've committed a crime. So that's even when you're driving. So say you're speeding, whatever like that. They saw you speeding. Say they don't even have a speedometer or the gun, the radar gun, not a speedometer, but the radar gun to clock you. Now they just going off their eye. That's just a reasonable suspicion that you've committed a crime. They don't have factual evidence, but they have reasonable articulable suspicion that you committed a crime, right? So they can pull you over. Now, no probable cause to arrest you, because probable cause, when a police officer has probable cause, that means they can arrest and then search. So these brings about different things. Reasonable articulable suspicion, they can only detain you as long as it takes them to investigate or to figure out what they detained you for in the first place. So again, whatever the reason is for it to stop and write the ticket. So if it's for a ticket, then it's for that. If it's for a disturbance, they stopped you and they're detaining you because there was a disturbance. They only have a certain amount of time to ask you questions and detain you until they're able to be satisfied and let you go, which is usually about 15 to 15 minutes. That's how long a detainment should last. Even 15 minutes is too long, really like 5 to 10 minutes. But if they haven't dispelled those suspicions in that time, you keep asking. You should ask every time they've told you you're detained, am I free to go? Am I free to go? And you should ask that every few minutes. Am I free to go? But especially once you've been there for about 5 or 10 minutes, you need to ask that because now they're starting to get into liability time when they keep you there. Because now if it takes them longer, if they hold you longer than it takes them to write the ticket or whatever it is they stopped you for, or to investigate, or once you've dispelled their suspicion, meaning like you were disturbed, say that you were disturbing the peace or something like that, and you say, no, I wasn't disturbing the peace, I was out here, we got a call, you were there was loud noises coming from your house, real banging noises, it sounded like there was a commotion or something like that, and so they detain you. Like, no, I was out here fixing my car, and the nut wouldn't come off, so I had to bang the nut on the car to get it off. And if the police officers walk up and see you out there, see your car up on the jack, the wheels off, all of that speaks to the fact that what you just said was true, and it would dispel the police officer's suspicion. It should, and if it doesn't, then you don't say anything else, and the police officer then has to make up other shit. But again, once the police officer's suspicion is dispelled, you are free to go. You should be free to go. And if you're not, you keep asking, because then they have to explain why they held you longer than they needed to. And then that's when they get into liability time. Liability means money time. That's what that means. Liability means money. And you always want to get them into the lawsuit. Okay? That's the ultimate goal, is to get that lawsuit. But the first goal, the first goal is to get this. Go after this public official bond. See, public official bond, which is their insurance that they have police officers, cities make police officers have bonds so that they don't have liability against the city, or total liability against the city when police officers mess up. So right here, this is what you go after first. This is what you get sooner than a lawsuit. A lawsuit will take you about 1 year to 2 years before you're able to get paid. And police officers can stay on the job making money till you do that. Right here, though, if you take their bond, a police officer cannot work without their bond. That's the law. Or if they don't have a bond, they have to work inside at the desk. You make them a meter maid, a desk cop. So at the very least, they're a desk cop. At the most, you get them fired because they can't hold the bond. And if they're found in fault, in violation, when they lose the bond, it's hard for them to get another bond. Most people most insurance companies won't bond them out anymore because they're a risk. They're a liability, or a risk. So go after the bond first, and then you can sue them. All right. But this is what we teach over here. Okay. So again, make sure you get over here and get this information. You're going to need this year. This is a revamping. This is a retooling, a renaissance. Make sure you start to learn this system, because Trump is coming after you, and he's going to flip this system and be more authoritarian. But he has to do it because of all the shit the Democrats did. So again, make sure you get your great book, Melanin Research, right here. Boom, the hard copy. Got to get the hard copy. RealNagas.com. This is everything you should know about your melanin. Your melanin makes you gods. This is what makes you them superheroes. All of that shit you see in the Marvel universe and all of that type of stuff. That was possible because of melanin. It's in here. All of that stuff is possible because of melanin. Go look at Spawn. Go look at what's my boy? Black Panther. There's another one. Venom. All of these things are representations of representing melanin. These are representations of melanin. So Spawn, Venom, and Black Panther. Vibranium, the suit Spawn has that can turn into anything, and the symbiote, the black symbiote that's on Spider-Man, those all represent melanin. You know what else also represents melanin? Have you seen the movie Lucy? Have you seen the movie Lucy with Scarlett Johansson? If you haven't seen that movie, sorry, I'm about to give it a spoiler. If you haven't seen the movie, spoilers coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So, spoilers for that movie. In that movie, she takes a drug and learns how to use 100% of her brain. That movie's off the chain. And through the movie, she starts gaining incrementally percentages of her brain, 10%, 20%, blah, 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 right? So then ultimately she reaches 100%. Then when she reaches 100%, she turns to pure melanin. This, when she reaches 100% brain power in the movie, and she can do anything when she does this too. Robert Banks, appreciate you. He says, what about a portable attache cup holder? What are you talking? You crazy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. But the melanin right here in the movie, she turns to melanin. So throughout the movie, she's able to do extraordinary shit with just using 20% of her brain. Then she gets to 30%. She's able to do supernatural human shit. Then when she gets all the way to 100%, boom, she turns to straight melanin. And you want to know why? And again, they sell your melanin on the stock market. I talked about this before. They sell it under a code name. Damn, I forgot the code. I'll bring it to you next week. But it's a code. They sell you the melanin on the open market. Last time I checked, it was $500 a gram. Not an ounce, a gram. A gram. 28 grams make an ounce. So think about that. Your melanin is $500 a gram on the stock market. So you should already have this. But boom, if you get this, you get all this for free. Like I told you already, you get the cards. And because I was going through some stuff this week and wasn't able to mail people's stuff throughout the week, the people stuff I didn't mail, you only were supposed to get 2 cards. I'm going to give you 5 decks of flashcards for waiting. And then everybody else, you'll also get that deal if you order by Monday at 11 a.m. It has to be Monday, 11 a.m. Oh, and you get all of this. Sorry. This is what's in the package. All of this. Yes, I'm hooking your ass up. Hooking y'all up. So boom, make sure you take advantage of the deal. That's the real way to support me right there. RealNagas.com, hooking it up. Also, you can get any of these things individually if you want to support at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. You can also get the crack scene exemption cards at Know Your Rights Foundation. Oops, look that down. Crack scene exemption cards at Know Your Rights Foundation. This is the liability exemption. They have to pay you if they force you to get crack scene. And this one says that you don't. This is the religious exemption. Says you don't agree with fetal tissue within crack scenes, and so they have to let you out with that. And this has been proven because they let the university. They won a $10 million lawsuit by doing this. So that's what, and I have that in here. I have the lawsuit referenced in here. And then you also get the Pfizer report that shows about 1,223 people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. 1,223 people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. That's in the Pfizer report. So you can get all of that if you order one of these. I'm going to hook you up. So again, that's at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. So appreciate everybody for coming today, man. I got to get out of here. I told you I got to lunch with my fam, with my moms and my pops. So Got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all for showing up. Thank all the mods for being in here, handling these crazy ass people in here, be talking shit in the chat. Thank everybody for who hit the super chat and the Cash App. I don't have a super chat, but thank everybody who hit the Cash App. You can still hit the Cash App, even though I'm not in here. Appreciate you doing the swarm of donations. So I appreciate everybody throughout the week who sends them as well. So anybody who sends me donation throughout the week, it is well used and well appreciated. So appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna holler at y'all next week. Make sure you support the homie Timmy Tight Top at We Juice right here on the We Juice side of the game. This is again, this is the mango. This is the really good one actually right here. So you can support him. Whoa. At 323-776-2587. Again, 323-776-2587. The code is 5OFF-JUICE, and you saw it on Real Nagas. That's it for me. I'm out of here. I'm hungry as hell. I'll let y'all later. Peace.